Captains for Albertville, number 0, Cooper Scott. Number 14, Kobe Watson. Let's see, number 74, J.D. Sanders. And 34, I believe that's Tucker Teat getting set to have the toss of the coin. Last year, we mentioned Sparkman won the game 44-20. Aggies trying to break that 31-game losing streak. That's one of the longest ones in the state, too.
Number two, I actually did some research and had a friend of mine do some research. And obviously Columbia, the state's longest losing streak. But what was the number 2 longest losing streak, Barry? They did not field the team this year. So by fault, Albertville falls into that number 2 slot. But
Aggies
they got a chance tonight.
They do. Aggies coming in with their white pants, black jerseys, black helmets. Sparkman in their solid white with the black numerals and the black helmets. Next week we'll be on the road. We'll be traveling to Austin, I guess halfway across the state pretty much. So one of the longest road games we'll have this year. A lot of big area games coming up tonight. You got James Clemens at Huntsville, Florence at Austin, and Grissom at Bob Jones coming up tonight in the region. Big game, I guess, is Florence and Austin. They're both 1-0 right now.
And not only that, but Bob Jones, Barry, did you know this? Bob Jones undefeated. They're in the top 10, I think, in Class 7 or just on the outskirts of it. So looks like we got the home Atlanta Falcons against the away Atlanta Falcons. Pretty much what you got, Barry.
All right. Keys making his way down to the middle of the field. We'll go down to the field for the toss of the coin.
Y'all been chosen captains. Y'all know the drill. Sportsmanship's with you on the field tonight. All right? White talk to white. White talk to black. Nothing back and forth. Where me or my partners just got to get involved in it, okay? I'll see teammates getting out of control. I'm looking to you guys to get a hold of it where we don't have to, okay? I'm going to let you know the coin is big. I got a head, tail. However, I'm going to let you see it. I got a tail. I got a head. What's it called? What did he say? Ball.
All right, Sparkman won the toss. They want to receive with their offense out there first.
You know, we talked, guys. I know Chris talked about defense earlier. Our defense has really played some good ball the first 3 ball games of the year. It would be awesome to get out here, get them to 3 and out, get a good punt, get good field position, and get this thing going in the right direction.
So what you're telling us, John, Sparkman, much like Florence last week, a lot of penalties. Turnovers have killed them in the first 3 games.
When you look at the first 3 games, I mean, they literally had a chance to drive the ball, put the ball into the end zone against Austin early, have the ball inside the Austin Black Bears 5-yard line, and a fumble at the 3-yard line. Austin able to recover it, turn that ball around. Tonight, I know what Coach Watson is wanting to do. He wants to get his offense out on the field. He wants to set tempo. Told me that during our interview on Wednesday night. Tempo, play fast, get after them. But Barry, unlike last week where Florence had an inexperienced offensive line, this week the Aggies defensive front going to be up against a very experienced offensive line that comes in averaging 6'2", 275 across the front. They can move a mass of humanity.
Chris, we're missing that one big play. 2 weeks ago we had the punt return called back. They said he called for a fair catch. Last week Dez broke a kick, almost took it to the end zone, called that one back with offsetting penalties. We're just missing that one big play.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody today about the very same thing, about how we need one of those plays to go our way.
Yeah.
We haven't had one yet, I don't believe. So maybe tonight it's our turn.
Job came close to a pick-6 touchdown last week. And we just had it's like a step or 2 away from breaking something and turning this team around.
Well, and I mean, you're right. I mean, a punt return that was more than likely going to be a touchdown that got changed around. We had the long kickoff return last week that because of a hiccup on the back end, and you said it, Barry, just a step away from a pick-6. You would think one of these Friday nights, the bingo ball has to roll our way. And so far right now, you know what I love though, Barry? Even when those things have happened, the culture of the team has changed. It's changed under head coach Weingarten, and he's saying that they just get up, line up, and they play the next play. I know they're mad, and I know they're frustrated, but Coach Weingarten has got that instilled in them now. We've just got to get ready to play the next play.
No, maybe since Coach Mack was on the field earlier, he brought some of that classic McAfee mustache mojo.
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe some good luck will be shining on us later tonight. Looking at the big board to Keith Stripe, man, that is impressive, isn't it? Beautiful night for football. And here we go. Game 4 underway. High kick, short kick. returnable 25-yard line. He's got some sideline, 30, 35, 40 to midfield. Finally, the kicker will knock him out of bounds. That had to be a mix-up on special teams. There was nobody on that side for us, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Our end on this side got lost in the mix somewhere.
Yeah. The guilty party's having a coaching session, and Coach Weingarten's not going nuts. He's just coaching that he got too far inside the numbers, and they were kicking it directionally, Jink, so that they could converge on him on the sidelines, and the one that was supposed to come up the sidelines went flying inside and left the sidelines wide open.
Yes.
Wow. So Sparkman starts on our 39-yard line, first and 10, and thank you for our kicker for saving the touchdown. Good job by Philippe Jean. Sparkman, 39-yard line, first down. Quarterback ready. That's Josh Nayland. Nayland, the snap, turns, looks right side, throws it over his man's head, makes the catch though. 40, stops, tries to cut, going to be knocked down. Great job of the defense. Swarming tackle. One of the first guys was Avon House, along with, I believe, Draven Hendricks. Was that Hendricks?
Yeah, Draven Hendricks was the one. You're right. House kept him pinned in, didn't let him get back to the outside. And then Draven Hendricks able to come with all 5'9", 184 pounds to the party and drags him down for a 2-yard loss, exactly what the defense needed.
Second down at 12. Sparkman lining up right in front of the Aggie band. Nayland, the quarterback, the junior, 6'170", got one back behind him. Man in motion, Nayland turns, hands off, up the middle, he's got a hole. 40, 35, 30, stops, cuts, 25 to the sideline. Finally, it'll drive him out of bounds around the Aggie 16-yard line. That's about a 25-yard run.
Barry, that is that big offensive line that we talked about, the right side of the Sparkman offensive line, just able to make a big hole, and then Braylon Lawson, the junior running back, taking care of business.
A couple of juniors back there. Nayland, the quarterback, drops back, looks right side, throws to the end zone. Bad pass, almost picked off by Dez in the end zone. That was a horrible pass. Hope we see a whole lot more of those.
Keith, as we talked about, not the greatest passing quarterbacks over there at Sparkman. He nearly put that one inside, and Albertville nearly bailed out.
Way overthrow, and Dez, with his speed, able to get back there, got a hand on it. If he picks that one off in the end zone, we got it on the 20.
Dez playing corner, quarterback pitch. Sweep to left side, stops, cuts, they got him. Back to the 22-yard line, that was Peyton Jones. He throws him back for a loss. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Now third down at about 14 yards.
Well, that's a great job by Peyton Jones from his linebacker position. Able to undercut the block, get north and south, sees the running back on a little pop pass coming forward in the backfield. Solo tackle, great job, Peyton Jones.
Opening drive of the game, Nayland, the snap, rolls right side, throws, got a man wide open, 10, cuts to the 5, to the end zone, and he will score.
Keith, just a sticks route, quarterback rolling out a little half roll to the far boundary. His wide receiver on the outside runs 9 yards, comes back to him, ball's in the air, and now it's just one-on-one, and he's able to get inside position on the defender, no safety help, and able to run into the end zone touchdown.
That 8-yard out route has been there against us all year long. It's something we're going to have to adjust to. I don't know if it's a corner bailing too early or an outside linebacker not able to drive and get under number 1. We've got to correct that. Everybody's seeing that on film.
Sparkman going for 2. Nayland out of the gun. The snap, Nayland drops, looks, pressure's coming, throws to the middle, got him, complete in the end zone, beat his man across the middle. There were Drindles for the 2-point completion. Let's take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. Sparkman on top, 8-0, 10:28 to go in the first. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
I believe recovers, and there's an injured player. There's a flag down, but it should be Sparkman football. Keith, is that correct on our 23-yard line?
Well, I don't know that when he got his hands on the ball that he wasn't out of bounds, or foot out of bounds when he touched the football. It's either that or the flag is going to be that we hit him out of bounds. So he was right along the edge. I couldn't tell from where I'm standing, but he was very, very close.
That was a great kick, Chris. It landed right between two of our deep men and bounced straight up. Sparkman got there before we did, basically, and they're saying no flag. So it's going to be Sparkman football. The injured player is the young man who fielded, and he was drilled by one of the Aggies.
I think that they were actually, Keith, that we're looking at it on replay up here, I think they might have dropped the flag for maybe a helmet-to-helmet contact, right? Like not targeting, but that whatever they call those penalties now where it's a defenseless player, yeah. And so I think they're picking that up, but still nonetheless, the Albertville, the third wave turns around and watches the ball in the second, and the final wave back there has like, oh, they're going to get it, and nobody got it. Lands between the two waves and bounces back like if you were a chip shot on the green in golf, and the outside Gunnerberry just, I mean, literally ran into the ball. It's about a 40-yard onside kick.
Okay, so the white cap is saying that Albertville football.
Yeah, he's going to say illegal kick out of bounds. That's what I thought. I thought that the guy touched the ball, and the first foot that came down was out of bounds, so that puts the ball out of bounds. The kick is out of bounds. The same thing, you can do the same thing as a return man. If it's close and you're down here and you're in trouble and they're about to come get you, if that ball's close to the sideline, put a foot out of bounds, grab the football. That's going to be a kick out of bounds. You're going to get the ball on the 20.
You know, but our special teams off to a very shaky start. The opening kick, they almost run it back for a touchdown. On their kick to us, they almost recovered for an onside kick. So two special teams plays, and we weren't awake for either one of them.
Yeah. Here's my question, Keith. That ball, if it's all right, so you're out of bounds, right? So it's considered a kick out of bounds. Should they not be spotting the ball at the 35-yard line just as if he kicked it out of bounds?
Should be. I think that's what they're doing now. They're going to move it.
There we go.
There you go, John. That shows who's listening to Power 107
That's
Power.
exactly right. He's got us in his ear.
So they move it to the 35. So that is a huge break, Chris. Had that been Sparkman ball on their 25-yard line, already up 7-0, and that would be tough.
Oh, yeah.
So now the Aggies with it. It's got to settle down, play some ball. 10:20 yet to go first quarter, down 8-0. Quarterback C.J. Zuniga, the low snap, hands off to Parker up the middle, bounces off one man, but not the next. They're going to drive him backwards. Oh, there's a wrestling match back at the 30-yard line. I'd like to see a little more of that. Good job by Christian Ramirez. He brought his man down to the turf.
Hey, Keith, in wrestling, Christian's up 2-0 in wrestling right now on that takedown. Hey, guys, good job there by the left side of that offensive line. Patterson and Ramirez making a little bit of a hold, enough for Colin Parker to at least get a 2-yard gain, Bear.
Tay Prater in Sweat, wide right side, a gain of 2, second down and 8. CJ hands off Parker, stops, cuts at the corner, will not get around the corner, maybe a yard if he's lucky. I tell you, Sparkman's defense looking very quick around the corners. Last week we were able to get around the corners against Florence, but not that time. No gain.
Now, the defensive front averaging 6'2", 242 all the way across the front, Barry, but they got 2 defensive ends, both of them being looked at by colleges, both of them about 6'2", 6'3", 175, 195, and you can see right there that they are quick as a cat, whether they're coming upfield or down the line. Just nowhere for Parker to go when he got the ball.
3rd down and 8. Aggies on their own 38-yard line, 37.5-yard line. 2 men wide right side, man in motion. That's Sweat. CJ back, looks, throws. He had his man open. Kobe Watson incomplete, led him about a yard too much. Incomplete at the 45, and the Aggies will more than likely have to punters there. Is there a flag down? They're talking. There is a flag down. I see it now. Usually where you see holding.
Yeah, holding on the offensive line. Keith, right there, it looked like CJ, the snap, I think, was a little bit to his right, so he had to step and he got it. It's going to be a timing route, and as you said, the wide receiver got behind the linebackers, but once he retrieved the ball, figured out where the wide receiver was, the offensive line was also getting pushed back in his face. I think that's what I'm seeing up here in the press box.
Now, one thing that we need to do, look at, I'm sure the coaching staff will, their safety is about 5'8", and their corner playing on this side is about 5'7". That's something we can take advantage of.
There's the snap. CJ, great kick, driving him back to the 20. Here comes a return. Gets around the corner, 25-30, blocking the back, 31-yard line. They're going to mark this one off. There's a Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag on the field. Not a bad return, but blocking the back, 15-yarder. Let's see what the call is going to be exactly.
Well, and a great job there, Colin Parker. We talked about him running the football, Barry, but that time on the punt, coverage stayed in his lane, came right down the numbers, and even though getting blocked in the back, still able to get his face mask in the numbers and get his man down. Great play.
That penalty helps. They will be starting on our 34-yard line. So now their second drive is going to start as they mark it off inside the 25 down to the 24. So Sparkman back on their 24 with an 8-0 lead and the football.
Hey, Barry, we got an adjustment on one of our numbers tonight. 34 is going to be Bryson Hudgens for Albertville, 34.
Gotcha. Here's a snap, turns, hands off up the middle, dances right side, around the corner. What a move, 35 to the 40, down the sideline being chased. 40, 35, 30 from behind. They'll bring him down. I believe, was that Colin Parker that brought him down from behind? Or was that no Cooper Scott? I think it was Cooper Scott.
Yeah, that right side of the Sparkman offensive line, once again, just doing the damage, able to push back the defensive front. Braylon Lawson, the junior running back, they said he's one of the best in 7A. You can see why. Broken all the way deep in Albertville territory.
All the way down to the 20-yard line. 8:50 to go in the first quarter. Quarterback drops back, has time. Now pressure's coming, rolling to his right side. Being chased, gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. Basically, he was about to be sacked. Smart play by the quarterback, got rid of it. It'll be incomplete.
Great job downfield, though, Barry.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely a coverage throwaway. Keith, just nowhere for him to go. The back end of the Albertville defense doing a great job.
Naylor, the quarterback, being chased by 3 Aggies, got rid of it. 2nd and 10 on the 20, and everybody moves. Who went first? Was it Sparkman or was it us?
It was us.
Yeah, there's another Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag on the field. So if it's against us, it'll be 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10.
Well, Christian Ramirez is pleading his case, but looks to be to no avail. You're right, Jink. Jumped in the neutral zone.
So they'll mark it off 5 yards, 2nd and 5 now.
What about the Marshall County Sheriff's Department already getting one every 10? So.
So here we go. They move it back to our 15-yard line now. 2nd and 5. They're already up 8-0 right in front of the Aggie band. There's movement there.
Center movement like to me.
I thought he did. Okay. No flag. Nayland, quarterback out of the gun, one back behind him. The snap, turns, hands off, hits the middle of the line. Somebody got him at the jersey, brings him down around the 11-yard line. Maybe a yard short. Keegan Thompson had him at the jersey, held on. Going to stop him about a half a yard short. 3rd down and half a yard.
Sparkman quickly to the line, Barry.
Naylor once again, hands off, first man through, bounces right side, got him in the backfield, but he falls forward. Again, Keegan Thompson, first Aggie there. Keegan is slow getting up. Couldn't see what happened to Keegan, but he made the tackle, and it's going to be short of a first down, 4th down about a half a yard. Watching the replay and see what happened to Keegan, he had him by the jersey. I could not tell what happened to him. I think the runner fell on him is one thing.
Yeah, and it looked like Keegan kind of dove airborne to get his arms. He's running him down from the backside, dove airborne to make the tackle, and when he did, he kind of whipped himself down on the ground. Barry, I think he just pretty much stung him really good when he hit the ground, just getting whipped down there.
Might have knocked the air out of his, get the air knocked out of him, and that's a terrible feeling. I haven't had that happen to me in about 30 years, but I remember it being awful.
Well, they're going to say he did get enough for a first, so they're going to move the chains. It's right at the 10. Now it's going to be first and goal, barely inside the 10-yard line as Keegan will check out for a moment. So Sparkman knocking on the door with an 8-0 lead, 8:09 to go in the first, and they're on our 9.5-yard line. Quarterback Nayland, one back behind him. Nayland turns, hands off to the man, to the 9, to the 5, to the 3, running over a man, bowling his way into the end zone. That was some good, hard running. Touchdown, Sparkman.
Yeah, that's the reason why he's the starter. Braylon Lawson, they hand the ball up the middle. He gets literally on his own to the 2-yard line, and then that big offensive line able to hit him at the 2-yard line, rugby scrum it on into the end zone. That's a big-time touchdown, Barry.
So a 9.5-yard run. So it's 14-0. Now they're going to bring out the kicker. Now they'll try the extra point. So we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Quickly up 14-0. We're short of players. He was in no hurry at all. Now we're ready. Play clock down at 7, 6, 5. Better hurry the snap. High snap, gets it down. The kick is up. And it's good. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 7:54 to go in the first. It's 15-0 Sparkman. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Dreaming of the perfect backyard? Now booking for next year.
Gotta get them off the mat. They still laying down there.
To one-on-one service. Martinez.
Okay, so we know what they're going to do. They're going to run the football.
Exactly.
We've got to stop them. They're running zone read.
Landscaping, side,
guys, if you score, what's 15 times 4? Isn't that 60?
Yes.
You see what I'm trying?
Hey, when Zuniga threw that pass one go, we didn't see him step into it. He just whipped it out there.
I think that's because that offensive line was getting rolled back at him.
4-6-4 today to reserve.
He had time, John.
He did. He had plenty of time.
Kids come to play and memories are made.
And welcome back, 15-0. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford and Albertville scoring update.
Yeah, Sparkman after an Albertville punt starting at their own 24-yard line, 5 plays, 76 yards. Lawson going in from 10 yards out. Extra point up and good. Sparkman 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. They lead 15-0.
Last time they had the high kick that bounced between two of our deep men. But we got room over there again if he tries the same exact spot. I think I'd move somebody over. 7:54 to go in the first quarter. High kick, onside kick. One of the Aggies grabs it at the 49-yard line. Hey, that was a bold move, but I like that move. Good job of the Aggie up man.
Number 15.
Yeah.
Great job by him. Who was that?
Evan House, yeah.
You know, Keith, you're taking your life in your own hands when you're the only man over there on an onside kick and 4 of them running at you. Great job and concentration there by House.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to concentrate on the football, not those that was about 450 pounds coming at you. You got to make a play on the ball.
Got to get the offense going. First drive, 3 plays in punt. And good field position, good start on the 49-yard line. CJ out of the gun, man in motion. CJ hands off. Parker up here. He's got a hole. 45 to the 40 to the Sparkman 40-yard line. Great job of the Aggie right side of the offensive line. And that may be enough for a first 10, and one of the Sparkman players is slow getting up.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of got rolled up in the wash of the tackle, Barry. I think he's holding his looks like his left leg is what's causing him problems. But the right side of that offensive line, Kellen Hampton, and you got Colton Battles and Maddox Beck did a great job. Maddox with a kick out, and then you end up having Colton Battles and those guys blocked down, and the running back, what was his name? Parker yeah. Ends up hitting the hole, and I mean, when he hit it with some authority and able to break it out all the way for about a 13, 14-yard gain.
Chris, I'd say Parker has more speed than we give him credit for, because showed it last week, and that when he got into the second level that time, he had only a couple of men to beat.
That's right. He hits the hole pretty fast. Gets through there quick and gets into the defensive players.
And this is a big drive. Aggies with a first down. They're going to move it to the 40-yard line of Sparkman. First down. Need some points, down 15-0. Sparkman allows a lot of points, but then again, they played some really good teams. They played Spain Park, Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, and Alston. Gave up 48, 50, and 29. But those are good offenses right there we're talking about.
Absolutely, and when you watch them on film, and I watched all 3 of those games, when you play teams that are that good, Barry, and you make mistakes, really good teams make you pay and capitalize on those mistakes. And unfortunately for Sparkman, it seemed as if every mistake they made, that either Austin or Hillcrest or Tuscaloosa or Spain Park was able to make them pay with points on the board.
Tell you one thing you don't like to see, they're taking a lot of time with this young man that's hurt. He was laying face down. He was moving, but laying face down for a couple of minutes, but now he's laying on his back. I'll tell you, we'll take a quick timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms, and come back. 7:49 in the first. Sparkman leads by 15. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
So a good hand from the Aggie crowd, standing ovation for him, and the players standing and clapping. That's tough. Now the Sparkman players coming out, going to go over him, wishing the best. Hug from one of his teammates. That just shows you how quickly, things can change in the game. 1 minute you're making a tackle, next play you're down and injured and you're going to be escorted off. And good to see Superintendent Reeves there is going to go over and give the young man a hug and a pat on the back.
That's a classy move.
I'd like to sing a little prayer for him as they go off the field. Classy move. All right, as they leave the field, they'll be on the way to the hospital. So now back to the action. That's tough for both sides when you have to follow that kind of injury, any injury, and get back to action, play full speed. So the Aggies have it first hand on the Sparkman 40-yard line. C.J. Zuniga, man in motion, hands up to Park at the middle, dances around one man. They got him, a gain of about 3. The middle of the Sparkman line makes the tackle. So a gain of 3 for the Aggies, second down and 7. This is a crucial drive, John. You're down to 15-0. You need points right now.
You got to come away with some kind of points, and you have the ball. Colin Barker on the very first touch of this series, able to get you a really good chunk. And with the ball setting up the 37-yard line, another 15 yards, and you will be in the range of Phillip John. So the Aggies need to come away with some points to kind of turn away the momentum that Sparkman has.
G-Man checks into the backfield, his first appearance. Rolls right side, pitch back to G-Man, got him, 39-yard line, a loss on the play. The defense read that perfectly. A loss of 2, third down and 9, Albertville.
Barry, that's one of the defensive big men on campuses that Coach Watson told me about. Number 9, Anthony Seaton, the safety. Very athletic, but he says he does a great job of what they call running the alley. And Keith, I don't know if you saw that, but he came from his safety position, ran the alley untouched, and right when G-Man got the pitch, I mean, he was hit.
3rd down and 9. I make it 3rd and 10 back to the original line of scrimmage. Sparkman showing blitz from the 40. Man in motion is Sweat. CJ back blitz coming, throws. Sweat through a sidearm. Had Brandt made the catch, he was about to be hit for a loss. CJ blitz coming through. He just had to get rid of it. And no gain, incomplete pass, 4th down.
Yeah, Sparkman bringing the house right there and say, you little young quarterback, if you can get the ball off before we get to you, good luck. And they brought number 10. We talked about that middle linebacker that's going to have the opportunity. Blake Battle, UNA, Alabama A&M, some other offers on the table right now. Coming right down the pipe, unblocked. Is CJ just having to get rid of the football.
CJ lining up to punt. Sparkman one man back deep around the 10-yard line. It's 4th and 10. CJ, a fake, throws it deep left side. Got a man. There's a foul.
Yeah.
Yes, he was open. Pass interference. Tate Prater was shoved to the ground. I think that was a Sparkman player saying, well, I'm not going to give up a touchdown. We'll take a penalty.
Yeah, Tate Prater, I mean, it was a great fake. Snapped it back to CJ. CJ took about a half a step forward like he was going to punt it, and then Keith threw it deep. It's man-on-man coverage. The Sparkman defender all turned around, and he had no choice but to interfere with him.
I like the call there, Chris. What do you think?
I was waiting on it to happen. I mean, I could have called that one probably because it looked just perfect. Setup.
What do you think? Was the defender just trying to prevent a touchdown?
Yeah, you nailed it 100%. He said, well, I'm beat. I better grab him so he don't get a touchdown. We'll take 15 yards and not another 6 points or 6 points. Guys, we got to do something with it right here.
All right, Parker Gibson checks in. He's wide left side. CJ from the gun. He'll turn, low snap, hands off right side, stops, cuts. Are going to stand him up at the 23-yard line. Short gain for Colin Parker. Trying to get around the corners. That's not fair tonight, John.
Well, it's just the speed. There's speed and athleticism by the defensive ends and the outside linebacker. And Barry, once again, those guys are doing their job. And here comes number 9, Anthony Seaton, that safety that we talked about that does a great job of running the alley. And when you're trying to turn up field and there's a safety right in your face, Keith, it's just not going to bode well for you.
Well, and we've got to take advantage of that. They're sending that safety and that Mike linebacker almost every play. Somebody's is getting back in the backfield. Screen them, man. Let them run by you and throw the ball over their head.
5:41 to go in the quarter. Out of the eye, hands off the G-man. Hit the line of scrimmage. Fighting, using power for a couple. They're going to give him maybe a yard. 3rd down, 7. Aggies, I would like to see more first, second down pass attempts.
And right now, you may have to throw it a little bit on 1st down to kind of make that, I guess, make it honest. And there, we may have a heat timeout.
We do. Let's take a timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. With a timeout, 5:23 to go in the first. 15-0 Sparkman. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
The good thing is heat timeout came at a really good time for Albertville on a 3rd down and long. Kind of gave them an extended time for he and the offensive coordinator to talk about it, come up with a plan.
3rd down, 7. The ball on the Sparkman 22-yard line. 5:21 to go in the quarter. 15-0 Sparkman. CJ drops back, looks, throws, got a little screen. Complete, Sweat, 20, 15, 10, 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Albertville.
Wow, you called it, Barry. You said you got to go to some of the screen passes. You did too, Keith. Let them run upfield. Brant Sweat comes underneath it. The offensive line releases downfield. Linebackers and defensive backs with linemen in their face. Nobody touches Brant Sweat until he's a half a yard in the end zone.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage of it. They're fast, guys. They've got a lot of speed on this defense. But other than number 9, they're not very tall. If you can get the ball in the backfield, I think we can make plays on them right there. Is a great example. Great coaching right there. Big-time touchdown.
There's a whistle before the snap on the extra point. You know, I go back to the touchdown. It makes you wonder, Keith, you may know, the injured player, I don't know what position he played exactly, but maybe the middle of the field is where he would have been had he been out there. And they had a number 2 out there taking his place.
He's an outside linebacker, star linebacker. He's kind of playing the outside linebacker spot. So he's been replaced by a sophomore. Yeah, you're right. That probably is hurting him right now on defense. He could have sniffed that one out maybe. But I tell you what, it was a great play call. Yeah. And our, like I said, coaching staff has got to see that they've got all that speed and they're bringing it, man. Number 9 or number 10 is in the backfield every time. If you're going to do that, you run the risk of people screening you, and we did it right there, and it worked out.
I think you're about to see Kirkland up the middle. We're going to go for 2. Sparkman was offside, so we'll move it about half a yard. So now we're going to go for 2. The gift to Kirkland up the middle into the end zone. Nobody's stopping him. 2-point try is good. We'll take a timeout brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 5:10 to go in the first. It's 15-8. Sparkman leads here on Power 107.5.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
You never know what somebody's going through when they come in the bank. Calling them by name is so very important. Just make a difference in somebody's life today.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Stepped out of bounds about the 40-yard line. 46-yard line. Sparkman will start 1st and 10. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Leland's pass incomplete. Intended for number 7, Chad Reynolds. There's a flag on the play. Call on the field, pass interference against the Aggies. It was good for a Sparkman first down at the 32-yard line. It's a flag on the play. Calling the field is holding against Sparkman.
Not too fast. Not too fast. Not too fast. Tick and not too fast. And.
Number 24, Waylon Marbury. Tackled by number 0, Cooper Scott. Second and 13 for Sparkman, the ball at the 34.
Now, second down and 13. The give to Marbury. No play action. Throws to the middle. Got a man. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. When he throws it deep, he's not accurate. Short passes where he kills you.
Looks like me throwing the ball out there in the backyard. I mean, being honest with you, Barry.
Another penalty?
Yep. Yeah, looks like we got a penalty. Is it holding?
No, it was looked like legal man downfield.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'd take the play because you can look at 3rd and 13 if you decline the penalty. Incomplete pass, yeah. An eligible man downfield declined. So with a 3:52 to go on the first, Sparkman on hour 34 with a 3rd down and about 13 coming up.
This is a big down. I mean, the Aggies just scored on their last drive, able to get 8 points. Might be 2-down territory, but a big, big down right now because if the Aggies could get the ball back with 3:52 left to go in the first and the entire second quarter, Barry, the opportunity to put a drive together because what confidence. We scored and then our defense held them.
All right, secondary, need a big play. They're going to pass 5 receivers. Drops back. Nayland looks, throws right side, got him. He brought down, great tackle, open field tackle. Then goes Dez Simpson. Not enough for the first. If he had lost him and didn't make the tackle, he could have went down the sideline and scored.
Yeah, just a quick dig route, Keith, about 8 yards. We're going to catch it, see if our guy can beat your guy, but Dez Simpson comes up with a great open field one-on-one tackle.
Dez has played corner off and on since he was in 9th grade. One thing about Dez, and he's kind of small, but I tell you, if he gets his hands on you, he's going to tackle you. He's got a huge heart.
Gain of 7, 4th down and 6 coming up. Nayland drops, looks right side, throws, incomplete. The Aggies have stopped him. Aggies will take over, 1st down. First time Sparkman hasn't scored on a drive.
Well, what about this? Wide receiver was running a sticks route. And how I know that is he ran 1 yard past the 1st down marker, turned around to look at the quarterback. The quarterback threw it on up the sidelines, and the wide receiver just pointed at the 1st down marker to say, hey, it's just a sticks route. Great job there by the Aggie defense. Great job by Simpson to make them have to go for it on 4th down. And now let's capitalize on that momentum offensively.
How about that? Aggies hold and have a chance to go down the field in time. 1st down, 26-yard line. Hands off to Parker. Parker bounces right side, hits a 30. He was popped by 2 linemen, but a good run by Collin. Should have got nothing. He gets about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Key, looks like the right side of that Aggie offensive line has found something, and Parker's been able to get in there and get yardage.
John, if they can somehow get to the 2nd level, chip their first guy, if we can get somebody to the 2nd level, Parker was going to break one. Either that or Kirkland is going to break one. It's there. It's just right on the verge of happening.
They give him 4, so it's 2nd and 6 from the 31-yard line. CJ from the gun turns, hands off. Kirkland stops, tries to cut. He's going to be driven back. Nothing there. That when we try to go around ends, there is nothing there. Yeah. Sparkman says we fumbled the ball. They say it's theirs. The officials are talking about it.
It did.
And they're saying, yes, Aggies turned it over. I'm watching the replay here to my right. Let's see. I thought he was down. Kirkland, at the end of the play, nope, they're right. Yes. They shook the ball out of his hands.
Absolutely. As he is going down to the ground, a couple of the Sparkman Senators, Keith, right there in front of you, has got him stalemated. The third one comes in just raking and pawing at the ball. Ball pops out. Big, huge turn of events for Sparkman.
Yeah, we've talked about that. You know, the young man is so explosive with the ball in his hands. That's the part of his game that's still lacking. He's young. He's inexperienced. Got to hold on that football. When you get in a pile, they're going to be pulling for that ball. They're going to try to be punching it out. Got to hold on to that thing.
And that's tough because the Aggies had a chance to put together a drive and tie the game. Now we turn it over on our 27-yard line. Sparkman football, 2:25 to go in the first. Sparkman up 15-8, and they have the ball after the Aggie fumble. First down. Nayland, the snap, hands off. He's going to cut it right side. Going to stop. Nope, going to throw it downfield. Got a man wide open, but he's knee touchdown at the 2-yard line. That was a great play call by Sparkman.
Did they? I want to look at the replay. If they pitched that ball forward and then he threw it forward, guys, that's 2 forward passes. Did he hand it off or pitch it?
Back to the action. Hands off up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Fighting for the end zone. Did he get in? I don't think so at the goal line. I don't think he got in. They're looking at it. That was Lawson again.
He's going to be short, guys. Watch him. They're going to go fast right here.
Half a yard. Second and goal from the half-yard line. Sparkman lines up quickly. Hands off to Lawson again. Lawson is hit. Spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparkman.
Wow. Great job there on the previous play by the defense of Albertville not to let him in. Barry, this time they still hit him short of the goal line, but good running backs do what good running backs do. He was able to spin off where he felt kind of the weakness of the tackle, and when he did, he was able to slide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the fumble, that is tough.
And what we got to, John, we got to keep in the back of our mind, they're going to be a zone read team, and then when they got you on the ropes, they're going to go fast. We've got to get lined up.
Now for the point after. 1:49 to go in the first, 21-8, and the extra point. Snap, high snap, gets it down. The kick is up, and it's good. The second timeout brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 1:49 to go in the first. Sparkman up 22-8. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Marshall County Gas District reminds
I missed it. It was a halfback pass.
Yeah.
They got him down there.
Yeah, it was.
Where you can dig.
I thought he pitched that. You know what I'm talking about where he just popped
I did too.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back and see that.
If it's jet motion and he passes it forward, he can't throw the football.
That's the reason why I thought there might have been an illegal forward pass, but undoubtedly they're saying it was a handoff. I'd love to see that.
It's smart.
I'd love to see that replay again.
When they start throwing the ball first down for running it.
3 plays, 27 yards.
Sparkman capitalizes on their fumble. They take it to the end zone. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford and Albertville scoring update.
Yeah, after that fumble, Sparkman starting at the Albertville 27-yard line. 3 plays, 27 yards later, Lawson goes in from about a half a yard out. Extra point up and good. Still in the first quarter, Sparkman leads Albertville 22-8.
And that fumble was a killer. We need a turnover from Sparkman. Somebody. So we had a chance to drive down the field and maybe score and tie this game up. We turn it over. Sparkman takes advantage. High kick, short kick. Dez comes up, makes the catch, 30-yard line. We've got to do something on that. That ball almost bounced between 2 men again.
Yeah.
And they almost had a chance to recover another onside kick.
I think that, to be honest with you, I think the back guys think that Dez is supposed to come up and get it, and there's still some confusion. I mean, we've already had that real long, I guess you could call it onside kick,
Yeah.
Barry. What happened earlier in the game nearly happened again. I'm just glad that Dez has got the speed that he's got because he was able to get under it and get out of bounds.
I'd like to see a first down pass. They are not looking for pass at all on first down. They almost know you're going to run the ball, and usually right up the middle. First down, 30-yard line. First down, you got Parker, Sweat in the backfield. They're going to give it to Sweat. Going to try to bounce it right side. He stops, cuts to the middle. They're going to hit him and drive him backwards. The little man went into big man territory, and he gets nothing, maybe a yard. They're going to give him 1 second down and 9.
Key, looks like those 2 interior defensive linemen sitting at 265 and 330 just kind of locked up everything in the interior of the offensive line. And when they ran that underneath handoff and he tried to cut up field, there's just a mass of humanity, nowhere for him to go.
But I think we need to keep doing it, John. I think we need to run the football kind of at them. You can't run the ball side to side against guys like this. They're so fast. And I think we've got to back them up, man. Look at where their safeties are playing right now.
Second down and 9. CJ drops back. Pressure's coming. A little screen. Sweat's got it over the middle. Got some room. 35-40. Needs a block or two. Not going to get it, but he's going down 47-yard line. That play is working all night tonight, John.
Yeah, that was the play that CJ was able to hit Brant Sweat with a 22-yard touchdown pass. This time they just come back after a really small gain on first down, needing an explosive play. Throws it to Brant Sweat, wide receiver screen on the far boundary, able to get upfield for about a 17-yard gain.
Yeah, Brant already has a 1 touchdown catch. Similar play. We're first and 10 on the 47-yard line, maybe the last play of the quarter. First quarter, we're down 22-8 with the ball on our 47-yard line. We are driving. CJ looks left side, now looks back to the middle. Going to throw it deep, down the middle, wide open, Sweat's there, got it. 10-5 to the end zone, touchdown, and he almost dropped the ball at the 5-yard line.
Stutter and go. 3 wide receivers along the far side. 2 wide receivers, and then they shift it out of the backfield, and it's just kind of a wheel route. And when they get focused on the wheel route, Brant Sweat running a skinny post over his shoulder on a great ball from C.J. Zuniga, able to haul it in at the 16-yard line and able to go into the end zone. That is a big explosive play for the Aggies.
Not many times you see our receivers burn the secondary like that, Chris. Especially players who are going to play college next year.
Oh, yeah, he toasted them.
Way to go, Brant Sweat. Now for the point after. CJ to hold. They broke through the middle. Somebody got a hand on it.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody blocked the big guy. Is there a flag? Nope, no flag, no good. We'll take a timeout brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. 22-14. Sparkman on top. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas is your home for custom pool design and construction, along with service, sales, and repair. They're also your authorized dealer for Bullfrog Spas and Swim Spas. For your new construction or redesign of your existing personalized outdoor space, visit our large showroom, located at the top of the mountain in Guntersville. Call Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas at 256-582-4050.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
Aggies go for an onside kick. Covered by number 46, Tristan Harris for Sparkman. Sparkman will start the first and 10, ball near midfield. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. first pass complete. Number 13, Nate Davis with the catch. Tackled by number 3, Keegan Thompson. Run by number 24, Raven Monterey. Tackled by number 5, Traven Hendricks. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 quarter complete. After 1, your score, the Sparkman Citizens 22, the Albertville Aggies 14. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the 25-yard line closest to the video board for a special presentation. On behalf of the Albertville Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Bart Reeves, Principal Stephen Hudgens, and the Albertville City Schools Foundation, we want to introduce to you our 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. First up, Mrs. Joyce Bishop. Mr. Paul McAbee. And Dr. Christopher Thrash. Let's give all of our Hall of Fame inductees one big round of applause.
Sparkman looking at a 2nd and 1, quarter number 2 underway, and we send about 9 men before the snap. So yeah, so another Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag on the field.
Keith, you know that teams see us do that on film. You got 2nd down and about 2. They come out of the break, hard count, and literally everyone at the line of scrimmage is in the neutral zone and a free first down.
And they move the ball to the 21-yard line, first down. Nayland, quick pass left side, got his man, breaks the tackle down to the 15-yard line. Almost tackled in the backfield by Hendricks, got around him. And one of the Aggies slow getting up. He's okay. Yeah, they got to hurry, got to line up. That was a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 on their 15-yard line. Quarterback Nayland gets them set. 5 receivers this time. Nayland trying to pull us off sides. Now he'll take a step back and get the play from the sideline. So it's 2nd and 5 on their 15-yard line. Nayland out of the gun. Nayland drops, looks left side, throws short, got his man, a wide open 10 to the 5, to the sideline, going to throw him out of bounds, but you give him a lot of room, and it's all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Keith, looks like we've got another Sparkman player across the way who's injured, the defensive back, as he was throwing the Aggie out of bounds. But just, Keith, we are giving, when we get close to that end zone, we're giving still a whole lot of cushion. And it's just making it real easy to pitch and catch with those wide receivers to get 8, 10, 12 yards a pop.
You're exactly right. We're giving up 9 yards right there, and we're on the 18, 20-yard line. I know they've got a lot of speed, and you got to respect that speed. But, man, you can't give up 9, 10 yards when you're down here this close. I mean, now all they got to do is run the football, and they get 2 yards, they're in. The young man that's down right now, from where I'm standing, kind of looked like just a routine tackle. I don't know what happened. It didn't look, he didn't get rolled up on like the other guy did. It was a one-on-one tackle. He just kind of got. They both went to the ground, but they immediately called for the trainers. Over,
yeah, whatever happened, the trainers were called immediately as soon as he went down to the turf. So now Sparkman with the ball on the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, with 11:23 to go in the 2nd quarter. Nayland, the quarterback, hands off. Going to be hitting the guy right in the backfield. Who hit him? Wow, somebody stood him up. I believe that was Mason Frolick.
Yeah, exactly who it was. Mason Frolick running the lane. The 5'11", 185-pound senior unblocked. And you're going up against a young man who's going to play football next year on Saturday, or in 2 years on Saturdays, Barry. That's a piece of film work you might want to send to other schools, because that's what a linebacker's supposed to do.
2nd and goal, back now to from the 3-yard line, and we jump again. So give them a yard and a half. Unless they pulled us off. I saw movement on our side. Maybe Sparkman moved first, couldn't tell. But it's 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal.
I think they called it on the center, guys, if I'm not wrong.
They're talking, yeah, they were talking to the Sparkman center. just now. I'm wondering if he's flinching or moving the ball in some way.
That's a big penalty if it is, because now you go from 3rd and goal back to the 8-yard line. Are they saying no flag now? Okay, it is actually, I thought it was 2nd down. They had the change was also wrong. So it's 2nd down and goal. No penalty apparently. They're 2nd and goal. Hands off right side, hit in the backfield, fighting. We got to keep him out of the end zone. Aggie defense again, the middle of the Aggie defensive line, led by, I believe that was 59, Hunter Alford.
And Barry, he's not going to get his name on stats book or Jinx stats book over there. But number 5, Draven Hendricks comes in, gets in the legs of the running back. He doesn't bring him down, but he allows the Aggies to rally.
3rd and goal from the 3. Nayland rolls left side, throws to the back of the end zone, throws it over his head, incomplete. Aggie defense holding, so now it's 4th down. The kicker comes out. They may settle for the 3 and make it a 2-possession game.
Barry, if we're able to get out of this situation only giving up 3 points, that is hats off to a huge Aggie defense where it was 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line. That is a huge win, Keith, for the defense if they're able to get out of here only giving up 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys stood up. You're talking about making 2 big plays in the backfield with our linebackers.
Now for the field goal. The tee's on the 9-yard line, so about a 19-yard field goal attempt. The snap, it's down, kick is in the air, looks good from here, and it is good. Let's take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 10:24 to go on the half. It's now 25-14. Sparkman, you're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
Got to quit giving them good field position. The special teams got to do a little better job here the rest of the way. 25-14. Here's the kick. High kick. Returnable. Dez, 15-yard line. Here he comes. 20 to the 25. Tries to spin around from one man. Will not. He was hit hard at the 28-yard line going down. Aggies will start. Decent start. 28-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Keith, I didn't know if Dez was going to get up from that one. A Sparkman guy kind of grabbed him from behind. He couldn't go forward. And then another one of those gunners coming right down the hash has just had a free shot at him.
And I tell you what, John, he did a spin move and spun right into a grizzly bear over there, number 45. Bear hugged him, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Keith, he was shaking his head as he comes off in front of us, trying to get the cobwebs out because he was hit hard.
I don't even know if he knows what his zip code is right now,
Chris,
guys.
I wouldn't mind seeing him go deep again.
I wouldn't either.
2 men wide left side, Sweat in motion, hands up at the middle. Parker following his big line, 30. They're going to drive him back now. He got to the 31.5-yard line, so a gain of a couple, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd and long.
Right there, sometimes you win, sometimes they win, and that interior defensive line at 265 and 330, able just to stalemate the offensive line. Very great spot, however. I didn't think Parker got that far upfield, but they gave him 2 yards.
Second down and 8, we'll call it. 9:50 to go here in the half, 25-14. Yeah, 39 points here in the half. It's been a busy first half. Aggies with the ball. 2 backs behind CJ. He'll turn, pitch back left side. Sweat trying to bounce around the corner. Going to drive him back. 27-yard line. I tell you, whatever play that is, I would get me a big old marker and mark it through that one because every time we run it, it loses yards.
Yeah, just when you have speed and you're running the option and it's kind of a speed option, then you pitch it out, and they're just doing a great job, Keith, of stringing that all the way down the line. And number 26, excuse me, lost my place right there. Deion Martin able to hold the edge.
If you're going to run the speed sweep against guys like this, a lot of times you probably need to fake the pitch, let the quarterback keep it, get 2 or 3 yards.
All right, 3rd down and 11. CJ drops back, has time, a lot of time. Throws it deep, got a man, got it. Sweat, 45-yard line, 1st down, Albertville.
That's, 2 wide receivers on the far side, one in a deep route. Sweat on the inside runs a deep out, about a 14-15-yard out. And great job, Keith, by the Albertville Aggie offensive line to give C.J. Zuniga all the time in the world to see that 15-yard out route work for the 1st down.
Guys, I want to see Kobe Watson line up over here against number 28. He's got about 6 inches on him. Let him go deep. This guy can't cover him.
1st down, Aggies finding something in the secondary, 45-yard line. C.J. man in motion, hands up to Parker. They're going to clothesline him at the 45-yard line. He'll fall for maybe a yard. Some big guy grabbed him around the neck and has slung him down.
Yeah, it's number 99, Dontarius Marbury. That's the guy we talk about at 275. But even though he grabbed him, Barry, what I love is that Colin Parker is not going to give up. He took 165 pounds, and he was still able to fall forward and gain a yard.
2nd down and 9. Aggies driving 46-yard line. Under 8 to go in the half. Down 25-14. 2 backs out of the eye behind CJ under center. Hands off. That's G-Man. Somebody, like he's at the rodeo. He just jumped on and tried to bring him down. And he does after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, that was number 28, Braylon Caldwell, defensive back. He just came up, like you said, Barry. He wasn't worried about staying on the ground.
No.
He jumped up on him like Spider-Man and just whooped him down to the ground.
I think I heard a yeehaw as he jumped on. 3rd down and 7 from the 48-yard line. Big 3rd down call. 2 men right side. CJ up the middle to G-Man fighting 49-48. CJ telling the coach, I was going to take the handoff, I think, Coach. He just took it from me. And he comes up to about 4 yards short of the first. 4th down at about 3 yards.
Yeah, G-Man able to get about 3 yards on that play to make it a manageable 4th down. Let's see. Coach Weingarten has made some riverboat gambler type plays tonight, and looks like Coach Weingarten going to keep his offense on the field, Barry. And why not? Your defense just stopped them from getting the end zone.
Yeah. That's some clock run. Under 7 to go in the first half. We're on their 48-yard line. Got to pick up about 3 yards. 4th and 3. CJ turns, hands off to Dope. Going to fake the handoff. He's going to option off. 1st down, 45-40, 35. 1st down inside the 35-yard line. That was close to a late hit out of bounds.
Great job there on the option on 4th down. He's been handing off. This time he pulls it, comes down the line of scrimmage, and then is able to find a gap, gets north and south. And when he gets north and south, able to get a big chunk of yardage. Barry, we may have a penalty flag back here on the ground. And you've got the defensive tackle and Christian Ramirez they weren't swapping Christmas card addresses. Personal foul on Sparkman. They're going to get the personal foul. So not only are we going to get the 1st down from CJ, but we're going to tack on 15 more yards.
So they're going to mark it off. You know, the last couple of drives, Chris, offenses look good.
Oh, absolutely. They're tearing it up right now, guys. Passing-wise, dude, we are on fire.
Yeah.
We are on fire right now. 4 of 6 for 102 yards through the air.
I would throw more on 1st and 2nd. We're catching them sleeping right now.
Yep.
Barry, can you imagine if we're able to put this one in the end zone with the extra point? As bad as Sparkman's rolled us out the last few years, we would only be down by 4 after going down early in this game by 15.
Big call. CJ under center. Hands off to G-Man over the 15 to the 10. They're going to drag bodies to the 11-yard line. This may be the last play before a heat timeout. Let's see. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. I think the Sparkman D-line, as big as they are, they're getting tired.
I think they are, too, and I think that you got Bray Patterson, Christian Ramirez, Kellen Hampton, Colton Battles, and Maddox Beck. As you said, Barry, I think they're a little bit lighter, and I know that they I mean, you talk about just running and getting in shape. I think that they may be taking over at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 on the Sparkman 11-yard line, and a whistle flag. Did the Aggies move? Oh, man, surely not.
We didn't even snap the ball.
No, CJ did something. I don't know. He may have jumped or did something. Anyway, long story short, he turns around to Coach Weingarten, pats himself on the chest, and he's like, Coach, that's my fault.
Yeah,
guys, that's growing up in front of you.
Yeah, but I can't fit. What did he do?
I don't know.
I don't even think our linemen had their hand on the ground yet, did they?
They back it up 5, so it's 2nd and 10 on the 16-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the half, under 6. CJ man in motion. That Sweat gives it to G-Man over the 15 to the 10 to the 9 to the 8. That is close to a first down, a gain of about 7. Now it's going to be 3rd down and short.
Keith Bray Patterson and Christian Ramirez and Kellen Hampton, when he ends up handing that underneath handoff on that option look, that left side of that Albertville Aggie offensive line, they are wearing out the Sparkman defenders.
We have a heat timeout. Let's take a heat timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. Aggies are driving 4.5 to go in the half, down by 11. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
Hey folks, Mark Bricky, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
Head off to number 22, Kinsley Surratt. Tackled by number 25, Miles Word. 4th and 1 for the Aggies. Timeout on the field. Timeout called by Sparkman, their first of the half. They have 2 remaining in the first half.
on the front of it. I try to get them to jump, get a free first down right here, and then run a play. They're going to be keying on G-Man.
Yeah.
I think CJ might pull this thing and run it himself.
Here we go, 4th and 1 from the 7-yard line. Got to have 1 yard. CJ under center. Quarterback keeper. He's being pushed. One of things we're giving him a great spot.
Yeah, I don't think he made
The
it,
one
guys.
on this side, they had to get to the 6. They're showing about the 5. One official's giving him a great spot.
Yeah, it's close.
Let's see what it's going to be. It is close. I think he's got it. Because they gave him a fantastic spot on the play.
Yeah, he's got it, guys. He's got it.
They're going
That's
to give us
first
the
down.
signal, guys. Go on.
He's going to let him measure. He'll measure.
They're going to bring in the chain gang. We haven't seen them that much this year.
Yeah, they need to get their practice in, guys. They can come over here.
Exactly.
But from where I'm standing right on the line, line up with the ball.
One sleeping over there holding his pole.
You think it's half a football, Keith?
Yeah, I think he's got it by half a football.
Hey, the reason why I said I thought he was short, great job by the Sparkman defensive line of submarining underneath. And they did grab a hold of C.J. Zuniga's leg, but I think at the last minute, Keith, he was able to hold that ball out. Yes, sir.
Was it the old push that they tried to outlaw at NFL this year?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily the tush push as much as it was CJ knew that he had to get the ball to the 5-yard line. And Keith, you're down there at field level. Looks like he just reached out while he was on top of the pile before they blew it dead. Great spot.
Well, he also had a G-Wagon and Colin Parker hitting him in the back. So it was either get that first down or you're going to be wearing some bruises.
1st and goal from the 5.5. CJ hand up to G-Man. 4, 3, 2. Wrapped up about the 2-yard line. Give him 3. 2nd and goal now from the 2-yard line with 4:26 to go in the half.
Guys, this drive started at Albertville's 29-yard line. This is the 13th play of the drive. Barry, you cannot tell me that this offensive line is not wearing on that defensive front right now. That's Kellen Hampton. We got to have him. That's your center. He gets up a little gingerly.
I like the fact they're using a lot of clock, too. So if we score, which we hopefully will, Sparkman won't have as much time on the clock. There's 4 minutes to go. Aggies down 25-14.
We're going to have to call timeout right here, Will.
Yeah, I think we're going to burn one and talk it over. That's a good timeout, too. Let's take a timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 3:55 to go on the half. Aggies knocking on the door, down by 11. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Lose, but the Sparkman defensive front and linebackers, they won the line of scrimmage and were in the backfield waiting on G-Man when he got there.
Well, and you line up in the shotgun right there, so you're giving them 4 yards. I think you line up under center and just pound them with it, man. We're picking up 1.5 yards, 2 yards every time we do that.
I think we're going to go around the side. Parker checks in behind G-Man. 2nd down, make it 3rd down and goal. They give, nope, G-Man, nope, pick back to Parker. Touchdown, Albertville. They fake the handoff to G-Man. He pitches it back to Parker around the corner, touchdown.
When everybody knows that the G-Man is the power back, and you put that in there, and CJ does a great job of selling that as the quarterback pitches it out to Parker, and nobody touches him until he's into the end zone. Great offensive play call.
Hey, guys, CJ ran that to perfection. He made that linebacker commit, and I was standing 6 yards from him. What a pitch. He made it run right there. What a great play by that young man.
I think you got to go for 2 to cut it to a 3-point game, and they are going to go for 2. Parker beside CJ. CJ rolls right side, looks, those are the end zone. He is there, but it's incomplete, so no good. But the Aggies score. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 3:18 to go in the half. 25-20. Sparkman, you're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
There's a flag in the play. Offsides on the Aggies. Five-yard penalty. Aggies will re-kick number 84, Philip John, to kick for Albertville. Ball returned by number 24, Waylon Marbury. Tackled by number 10, Rich Revolte. Goes a penalty on the play. Holding against Sparkman. Number 8, Braylon Ralston on the carry. Tackled by number 30, Mason Frawley. Number 8, Braylon Ralston, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 65, Peyton Hall. Brings up third down. Penalty flag, offsides against the Aggies. Brings up 3rd and 2 for Sparkman. Make some noise, Aggie! Run by number 8, Braden Wilson. Tackle by number 13, Dez Simpson. It's good for a Sparkman first down, 1st and 10, Senators, ball at the 29.
Got to keep them out of the end zone. 24-yard line. They moved the chains. 1:31 to go in the half. They're on our 24-yard line. They're in field goal range almost. And the Aggies will call a timeout.
Guys, one thing they're doing right there, I know the last 2 running plays where they've got pretty big yards, is they're running GT. So they're pulling the guard and the tackle, but the quarterback's reading the backside too. We've done that in the past. We used to do that with Pankey. I can't think of what his first name was. Isaiah Pankey. And Tyler Collins. We would do that a lot with those 2 guys. So the guard and the tackle are pulling, and they're doing a really good job of the center and the backside, or the front side guys, getting to the inside linebacker. They're getting to that second level and getting a hat on that linebacker. He's having a hard time getting off that block.
Ball's on the 24-yard line. This is a big drive. If they can punch it in here, momentum goes right back over to their side. If we can hold them out of the end zone, we get the ball to begin the second half down by 5. At the worst, if we can give them just a field goal, you're still a 1-possession game down by 8. Okay, coming out of the timeout on our 24-yard line, 1:26 to go here in the half. Nayland pulls.
No.
There's movement again, but did Sparkman jump this time?
Yeah, they've got to get Sparkman. Big tackle moved. Yes, sir.
Finally.
I'm telling you guys, the Marshall County Sheriff, they piled it up tonight.
Another Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag.
If they wave the flag off, do we say that they got parole? Just asking.
So they back it up 5, back to the 29-yard line, first down and 15. Nayland out of the gun. 1:26 to go in the half. Nayland drops back, pressure's coming, looks, throws to the middle, got a man, dropped it at the goal line. It went through one of the Aggie defenders. The receiver had it, bobbled it, and dropped it.
Looks like that was number 19, Tay Prater, undercut the route. Barry, I thought he was going to be able to pull off the interception at about the 2-yard line. He wasn't, but Keith, I think because he undercut the route and he kind of got his hands up, that the receiver lost sight of the ball for just a second, and that's what caused the incomplete pass.
You nailed it, and I think if he times that jump a little bit better, he probably catches that ball. But he's playing some safety tonight, and Jude Fan is actually not playing in this game, so he's having to play out of position.
We need an interception. Nayland, quick drop, throws left side, got his man, 30-yard line, gets rid of one man to the 25, fighting to the 23, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and +1. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Boy, great job there. Number 10, you got Rich Revolte coming down the line of scrimmage. They're trying to get it out to their athletes, use that speed, very elusive. He made the first 2 defenders miss, but then Revolte able to come down the line of scrimmage and make that great tackle.
51 seconds, 3rd down and 9 on our 24-yard line. Nayland drops, pressure's coming, being chased, gets away from one man, rolling to his right, throws to the end zone, got a man, complete. Touchdown, Sparkman.
And guys, that is what Keith said, the elusiveness, the athleticism of the quarterback. He's got pressure in the pocket. He rolls out here to the near boundary, able to outrun 2 defenders, loft one from about the 32-yard line. Little bit of hand checking going on, but nothing egregious. A space distance there for the Sparkman wide receiver, and he catches it right in front of you, Keith.
Wow.
You're talking about a big-time play. Quarterback did his job down here. I do think that there was a little bit of a push-off, and our defensive back lost his footing. They were able to catch the ball. Allen Hurts going into halftime, boys.
Now for the point after, 35.6 to go in the half. 11-point game. Finally the snap, down, it's up, and it is good. We'll take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 35 seconds to go here in the half. They add 7 more. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Aggie Football here on Power 107.5.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco Builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
You never know what somebody's going through when they come in the bank. Calling them by name is so very important. Just make a difference in somebody's life today.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Man, Aggies hit a hole out of the end zone. They could not. Touchdown Sparkman. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford and Albertville scoring update.
Yeah, Sparkman starts their own 39-yard line. 5 plays, 61 yards later. Williams to Coates on a 24-yard touchdown strike. Extra point up and good. And Sparkman able to strike some late blood here in this first half. 32-20.
Man, that hurt. Aggies at least get the ball to begin the second half. Now waiting on the kick. 52 points here in 1.5. High kick. Returnable. Dez comes up on the run. Got it. 30. Avoids one man. 35, 40, 45 midfield. Over midfield to the 48. Late flag coming in. That could be close to a face mask. One of them hit him helmet to helmet, but then again, let's see. It may, if that's against Sparkman, Aggies do have a chance here with 28 seconds to go in the half.
That's exactly what they call, Barry, personal foul face mask on Sparkman.
Wow, that was a great job. I thought that ball was going to land in that dead zone again, Barry, but Dez able to come up, snatch it literally before it's able to hit the turf. He gets north and south with that speed, and then as he crosses midfield, a Sparkman Senator grabs him around the face mask. Personal foul, tacks on 15 yards. And Barry, you got one timeout, 28 seconds. That's a lot of playbook open right now for Coach Weingarten.
We have a lot of speed. Brant Sweat's already burnt the secondary twice. You got time, 28 seconds. We're on their 31-yard line. Out of the gun, CJ drops back, looks right side, throws it back left side. Oh, that was almost a pick six. Parker went up. Luckily, the defender jumped too soon, off his fingertips, out of bounds.
Keith, they were running a wheel route out the back door, but the safety that we've talked about all night long saw that, and you could tell he's watched that on film. That if that is a pick, he is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he catches that one, guys, we're in trouble. He's going to take that one all the way back to the house. I think we'll just try to find one-on-one situations and try to beat him downfield.
They're keying on Sweat now. I'd look for Kobe Watson maybe, wide left. CJ back to pass, looks, throws left side. Sweat's there, pushing and shoving. No flag. They're going to say they were both doing it, I guess. Guilty. Incomplete, third down.
Yeah, Keith, that was down there in front of you. I think that's just two ball. I mean, the defender's got his head looking back at the ball. The wide receiver, they're letting him jostle a little bit. I don't think that's pass interference.
No, well, the only thing I would say is the defender kind of bodied him out of bounds, okay? He kind of worked him by him, but that's what you're taught to do. Could it have been called? Yeah, but that's kind of how you teach it. That's what and he got his head around, so it didn't look like a pass interference.
All right, 18 seconds, third down and 10. Sitting on the Sparkman 31, CJ low snap, drops back, looks for Parker, not open, looks left, nobody's open. CJ gonna run with it, 25 to the 21 out of bounds. That is close to a first, but it's short. There's still 10.3, but I believe it's fourth and short. He had to get out of bounds at 4th and 2. Well, you got to go for it. You can get a first down and have time for one more play, but you got to throw a quick, short pass play out of bounds.
Well, and if they do get the first down, the clock will stop. But Weingarten's still with a timeout in his back pocket,
Yep.
so still the entire playbook opening. You just got to tell CJ you can't hold on to the ball long because we only got 10 seconds to go.
Just a short pass play out of bounds. Parker Gibson wide left to give the G-man up the middle. First down, 19-18. Clock never started. Now it does. They're going to have to take some time off the clock. It never started. There's less than 9.1, but the Aggies burn a timeout. Time for one play before the half.
Coach Watson across the way, Keith, he's arguing Barry's point right now that it never started.
Yeah, they got to take a couple of seconds off. Aggies use their last timeout. The ball is on the 20, make it 16-yard line. So what do? You got probably one shot in the end zone. They're going to take some time off. Yeah, he's talking to the official. And the clock never started. There should be at least maybe 2-3 seconds off of that clock.
Keith, I think if they run it down to about 8 seconds or 7 seconds, I think you really got to do this.
Yeah.
You've got to take a shot. If you're going to take a shot, kind of one of those, I guess, a fade to the end zone, but make sure that only your guy can catch it. And if it falls out of bounds, you've got to leave yourself enough time that you can get Phillip John out there to be able to attempt a field goal.
I think that's what they were setting up for. You ran the dive, you get it in the middle of the field, pretty much. You're on a hash a little bit. So take your shot, but like you said, this shot has got to be through the back of the end zone. You can't throw it short.
Here we go. First down, 9.1 to go. They didn't take it. No, the coach is still arguing that's too much time on the clock, but they're not going to change it. So maybe 2 plays at the most. We're on the Sparkman 16-yard line. It's 32-20. Sparkman Aggies with a chance out of timeouts. CJ drops back, looks, pressure's coming, throws it out of bounds. Had to get rid of it with 3.9. There was nobody open. Good job by the secondary for Sparkman.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you wanted to do. You were trying to tell CJ he's got to get that ball out of his hands quickly. You've got to find a wide receiver. If it's not there, get it out of bounds with 3.9. And is he going to let, and in comes Phillip John to attempt a field goal. And I think he's going to try to cut this lead by down to about 9.
The T is on the 23, about a 33-yard attempt. CJ will hold from the left hash mark. So it's going to be a 33-yard field goal attempt with 3.9, probably the last play of the half. The snap, the kick, it is wobbly, wide left into the band, and it is no good. So we'll take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. At the half, Sparkman leads 32-20. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
Hey folks, Mark Bricky, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Albertville High School Band is under the direction of Dr. Taylor Cash, Josh Anderson, Aaron Saxon, Nathan Haskew, and Elena Garrett. The color guard instructors are Ansley Cash and Cassidy Bailey. The dance line instructor is Lindsay Beck, and the percussion instructor is Brian Crawford. Tonight, we are proud to present our 2025 show titled Fuego. We begin with Set Fire to the Rain by Adele and continue the opener with Burning by Jelly Roll. The show continues with our percussion feature, Fuego by Pitbull, followed by Ashes by Celine Dion. We will conclude tonight's performance with The Phoenix by Fallout Boy. The Aggie Band is under the field direction of drum major Lyndon McCann. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the award-winning Albertville High School Aggie Band.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
Number 13, Dana Simpson. Tackle by number 23, Ryan Matthews, near midfield. Aggies will start playing first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Right back up to Dez.
On their 48-yard line, first down. CJ out of the gun, Sweat in motion, hands off to Parker at the middle. He's got some room. That ball almost was pulled loose. I think it might have come loose, but he's able to hold on. Somebody stripped it as he went by, but he's going to be dropped, a gain of about 4.
He may weigh 165 pounds, but they say that Colin Parker, the senior, is solid in the weight room, Barry. I think you can see that he is solid in the weight room because, like you said it, defensive lineman got his paw on his arm and the ball as he was coming through the hole, but Parker able to hold on to it as it was getting ripped away and come away with a good 4-yard gain.
Second down and 6, just past midfield on the Sparkman 48. Aggies opening drive of the second half, down 32-20. Sweat in motion, the give again. No, he's going to keep it. CJ option, picks back to Sweat. He's got room, 40, 35 to the 32, and a good downfield block. I believe that was, who was leading that? Was that Parker Gibson? First down, Albertville.
Keyed right there, C.J. Zuniga holding on to the ball, holding on to the ball, holding on to the ball. Going to make the guy play him honest. And at the last second, a great pitch to his pitch man out there in green grass in front of him.
And he does a good job making that outside linebacker commit. Make him commit to him. He's been doing a really good job on the pitch also, John.
First down, Sparkman 32-yard line. Aggies are driving. CJ hands off to Parker up the middle, 31-yard line, going down at the 31. Short gain, nothing that time on the right side. Colin Parker picks up a yard.
Yeah, that time the Sparkman defensive line able to stalemate the offensive line. Nowhere for Parker to go. Tried to bounce it to the outside, Barry, and it looks like after they get through with that mass of humanity, Parker did bounce it a little, and looks like he was able to pick up a yard on the play.
Second down and 9, 31-yard line using clock. 10:15 to go, third quarter. Aggies down by 12 with the ball, driving, opening possession. A lot of time in the huddle on this one. They break with 10 seconds before the snap. Got to hurry. Kobe Watson wide left side. Sweat Georgia Maggie's out to burn the timeout.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what happens. Usually they're calling some kind of play that they weren't expecting.
Yeah, and right now, CJ, Coach Weingarten's yelling at CJ. It looks like CJ is, you know how like when you're in front of the judge and you're pleading your case, Keith? I think he's pleading his case right now.
Yeah, he is. They're having a conversation down there. Not a bad timeout because we were confused, but, man, I tell you, it'd be nice to get to a tight ball game in the fourth quarter and have all three of them.
Does that usually mean the next play is going to be something we haven't seen yet, maybe something that they put into practice this week? Because there's a lot of confusion in the huddle.
Well, I think on second down, I mean, you got to think about this. You don't want to be too overly conservative because you still got 9 yards to get. You want to have something in your back pocket. Think about 6, 7, 8 yards to make it a manageable third down. And it could have been because, I mean, think about it right now, guys. After a great kickoff return, C.J. Zuniga with that great pitch out there, the offense coming out of the halftime locker room looking like they did in the first half. And you don't want to squander this field position at the Sparkman 31-yard line. And Coach Weingarten saw that his offense was a little discombobulated, took a timeout, calms everybody down, and now you get the right play involved.
Hate to use a timeout there, Chris, but this is a huge drive to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, and I look, guys, that play that this play right here, totally different what they called before.
Second down and 9 from the Sparkman 31-yard line. In the backfield, Parker, the give to Parker is going to hit a hole to the 29, 28, 27. Nice job of the Aggie offensive line left side to the 27, a gain of about 4, so now it's third and manageable about 5 yards.
Yeah, you talked about the left side of that offensive line. Bray Patterson, Christian Ramirez, Kellen Hampton. We have called their name all night tonight. And those guys coming out of the halftime locker room continuing to do what they have done since the kickoff of this football game. And that time, Colin Parker gains about 4 yards, Barry, makes it a manageable third down.
2 down territory. G-Man steps in, the blocking back ahead of Parker. Third down, 5. The give to G-Man. They're going to wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. Nobody was fooled on that one. Wow.
Hey, he's fired up, isn't he?
Oh, you think his first tackle he's ever made. Fourth down and 5, or he got the drumstick.
We talked about the 2 interior defensive linemen of Sparkman weighing 265 and 330, both of them being about 6'3". And right there, G-Man met all 330 pounds of the defensive tackle, Keith, just nowhere to go.
You know, one thing that we haven't done out of that set, and I don't think we've done it all year, is throw the ball. A quick slant, something like that out of that might be effective later on.
Loss of a yard, 4th down and 6. Sparkman coming. CJ drops back, has time, throws, tip.
He caught it.
Picked off.
Nope.
No, he made the catch. No, he made the catch, or did he not?
He did.
Yeah.
But it's not enough for the first down, though. The ball was tipped up, and a nice job, good concentration there by Parker Gibson, but he falls about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, Parker Gibson here, inside slot receiver, Barry. Looks like he's running a sticks route. CJ gets the ball to him. Ball kind of gets tipped, gets into his hands, goes up in the air. Parker gets knocked down by the defender, and it just lands in his lap. So at least it wasn't an interception.
Yeah. The defense dropped back, and there was really nobody open downfield. CJ just had to force that one in where he threw it and got lucky. But regardless, it's still not enough for the first, and Sparkman takes over on their 26-yard line. Quarterback turns, hands off, first man through. He's got a little bit of a hold, fighting to the 29, 30-yard line. A gain of around 4 straight up the middle. The middle of the Aggie defense makes a tackle. It'll be second and long.
It's a great job there. Brought the wing back across the formation. Defense. Number 60's down.
Yeah, he tried to get up and walk off and just fell.
I think it's a cramp.
I hope so. I hope that is it, because he went down.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco Builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
You never know what somebody's going through when they come in the bank. Calling them by name is so very important. Just make a difference in somebody's life today.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Yeah, now he's walking off under his own power, so that's a good sign. May just take some tape and get him back out there.
I think Barry, the way he's kind of stretching and walking funny makes me think that there was a cramp in the calf, because now he's not needing any assistance. No. So probably just a cramp.
All right,
that's a big boy. Give him a couple of hot dogs with mustard. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, 2nd and 5. Big drive for Sparkman. Aggies come out and moved the ball, but they had to. Well, they went for it on 4th down and they gave it up to Sparkman, so they come away empty on the opening drive. It's still a 12-point game. Aggies trail. Sparkman quick drop. Nayland throws left side, got his man. Trying to dance around, gets a block. There he goes, 35 to the 40. Is there a flag? Yeah, there's a flag. That's going to be a hold. The receiver down there blocking for him, grabbed hold. So there's another Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag on the field.
Boy, and Coach Watson across the way just shaking his head. And I think the reason why he's shaking his head, Barry, I really don't think there was a reason for the wide receiver on the outside to hold, because the inside receiver, they just got the ball in his hands, as we talked about, getting the ball into their athletes' hands in space. He had already made the defender commit inside and was bouncing outside. I don't think there was really a reason to hold.
And that's a 20-yard play they just wiped off the books there, Chris.
Yeah, it's more like a body slam than it was a hold.
Sure was. So all said and done, it's about a 7-yard loss with a penalty from where the flag was. So now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the Sparkman 23-yard line. 8:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Aggies down by 12. Sparkman with the ball. 2nd down and long. Nayland turns, hands up the middle. He's got a hole, 30, 35, finally 40-yard line. 1st down all the way across to the Sparkman 40-yard line, 1st down.
I thought for a moment, guys, that we were going to get him in the backfield, but he was able to make, did you see, it was like a 90-yard, just like you hit the X button on PlayStation to get upfield for that big gain.
Good turnover right here, guys.
44-yard line, 1st down, low snap, ball is loose, he picks it up, throws, incomplete. That was a bad snap, and good job by the Aggie defense. Draven Hendricks almost had a sack. Quarterback just unloaded, luckily at the feet of one of his receivers, incomplete.
Keith, looked like that was a low snap, and that play was just kind of discombobulated from the get-go.
Yeah, low snap, and then the quarterback looked up early. But man, I tell you, it's going to be hard to sack that guy. He's got some elite speed.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Clock stopped, 7:45 remaining, 3rd quarter. Aggies almost come across again. I can't believe there wasn't a flag. Almost pulled us off again. 2nd and 10. Nayland still trying. Play clock at 9. The snap, looks left side, throws it high. Got his man complete. Hit, dives, close to a first. A gain of 9. Good open field tackle again by Evan House, but it's going to be 3rd down and short.
Boy, you talk about a big-time catch by Zayden Bodner. He's going to either go to Cornell, and this week was given an opportunity to go to Cornell, coach in the Ivy League.
Nayland hands up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, fighting the driving backwards. Forward progress, one official is going to give him the 1st down. He was hit, and they knocked him backwards by about a yard, but I believe he got the progress enough for a first. Or will they have to measure? I think it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they're going ahead and moving it in, and Sparkman quickly to the line.
Change aren't ready yet. Got to hold up there. So now we're ready. 1st down on the Aggie 46-yard line. 7:09 to go in the 3rd. Sparkman on the move. Nayland drops back. Pressure's coming. Rolling to his right. Nayland being chased. Throws it downfield. Got him behind the defense. And he'll walk into the end zone. 2 men back there. He got behind him for a touchdown.
when you're the safety, you can't let anybody get behind you, and the two safeties did. And who they did let get behind them, Barry? Number 11, Zayden Bodner, that made that big play a while ago to move the chains for the first down. He's got a UNA offer. He's smart enough that he's actually got an offer from Cornell in the Ivy League, and you can see there, he knew what he was doing, drifted behind the safeties coach, and the quarterback just lofted it to him. He caught it at the 4 and trotted into the end zone.
Backbreaker, guys. Backbreaker, man. You're the safety. You can't let anybody get behind you. That's your first job.
Well, that hurts. Now an 18-point game. So now it's a 3-possession game, and they're going for the extra point. Better hurry. Play clock down to 7, down to 6. Finally the snap. And a little confusion. He's going to have to try to run it in, and they're going to drop him. No good. So no good, a bad snap. So we'll take a timeout, a weddings, pageants, and proms timeout. 6:58 to go, third quarter, 38-20. Sparkman, you're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas is your home for custom pool design and construction, along with service, sales, and repair. They're also your authorized dealer for Bullfrog Spas and Swim Spas. For your new construction or redesign of your existing personalized outdoor space, visit our large showroom, located at the top of the mountain in Guntersville. Call Lake Guntersville Pool and Spas at 256-582-4050.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
Run by number 0, Cooper Scott. Brought down to the 31-yard line with the Aggies will start 1st and 10. Shooting gets pass intercepted by number 17, Kirkland Ayers. Runs it back to the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, 1st and goal, Sparkman. Davis pass incomplete. Intended for number 13, Nate Davis. Football on the play, picked up by number 24, Waylon Marbury. Tackled by number 30, Mason Froelich.
Hey, Lucas, I still need you to play, though. I still need you to play.
Brings up 3rd and goal. Make some noise, Aggies!
Anyone need water?
Flag on the play. False start against Sparkman. Davis pass incomplete. Timeout on the field, official timeout.
Design your Cabco dream home from the outside in at J&J Homes of Albertville. Crafted with care and engineered to last, your custom options are endless. Both J&J and Cabco builders are proud to be locally based, family-owned, and independently operated. Home ownership made easy. Come by to get their lowest price guarantee with several finance options available, including zero-down options with land or approved credit. Cabco builders and J&J Homes of Albertville, your dream team for your dream home.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
Run by number 8, Colin Parker. Tackle by number 87, Ezekiel Martin. Ball carrier number 8, Colin Parker on the carry. Tackle by number 10, Blake Battle.
Short. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 6, and.
Run is good for a first down, Aggie. Run by number 22, Kinsley Surratt. Tackle by number 10, Blake Battle. 3-yard gain on the play, second down. Ball carrier number 22, Kinsley Surratt. Tackle by number 48, Joseph Hatcher.
1, 2, and short, 2, and.
Play is good for a first down, Aggies. First and 10 Aggies, ball at the 41-yard line. Option pass, number 8, Colin Parker on the carry. Tackle by number 87, Ezekiel Martin. 7-yard gain on the play, second down, ball near midfield. Keeper number 12, CJ is going to call the carry. Play is good for a first down, Aggies. First and 10 Aggies, ball at the 39-yard line, 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Option pass, number 8, Colin Parker on the carry. Tackle by number 48, Joseph Hatcher. No gain on the play. Head off to number 8, Colin Parker on the carry. Tackle by number 9, Anthony Asine. Third and 4 for the Aggies, ball at the 33-yard line. Tackle by number 99, Notarius Marbury. Moving short of the first down. 4th and 2 for the Aggies, ball at the 31-yard line.
think he had the option of give it to G-Man or keep it. Great read by C.J. Zuniga. First down, Albertville.
Once again, Keith, C.J. Zuniga, as we have watched him from an 8th grader to now, it seems in all of those years that right now he has a greater grasp and command of the offense than we have seen at any time in his high school career.
He does, and guys, he hasn't ran this option any till this year. We have not ran that the last couple of years, so that's something he's getting better at. We're game 4, I guess we're in game 4, 3, whatever. He is really, really getting good at running this option and reading that in.
First down, 25-yard line, 5 seconds, 4, 3. CJ, the snap, hands off Parker, got him in the backfield. He's going backwards. That's a loss of about 5, and that will end the third quarter with a big loss on second down coming up. We'll take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. Fourth quarter coming up. Sparkman leads 38-20. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
And we're back with Albertville Aggie football presented by Power 107.5 and Howard Bentley Buick GMC. Fourth quarter coming up. You got a big fourth down play. To have any chance to win this game, you've got to get this, yard and a half?
You got to get the yard and a half, and right now you're on your 11th play of a drive that started at your own 20-yard line. So you would think, Barry, the defensive front getting tired.
My bad on that. That was we got the first. So it's 2nd and 16 on the last play was Colin.
Okay.
We tried to go around the end again and lost 6 yards. I'm with you, Chris.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to fake that handoff, step back, and find somebody open downfield.
Yeah, those outside plays, they are not working.
No.
We just can't do that against this defense.
And you've got big Kobe Watson. We really haven't gone to him at all.
No.
I think the defense realizes number 11, Brant Sweat, is CJ's go-to man. That's who he looks for. I think you got to look away from Brant and go somewhere else. You got Kobe, and let's see, you've also got Gibson wide left, and here's Sweat, and then move the tight end, Hudgens out wide right. Hey, throw it to him. 2nd down and 16 for Albertville from the 31-yard line, fourth quarter. Back to pass. CJ looks right side, throws. Sweat got a little slant over the middle. Got it. 25, cuts to the 20. Inside the 20. He gets a lot of that yardage back. He's going to be short by about 4 yards, maybe 5. So a nice little passing catch to Brant Sweat.
You notice that every time that we've needed a big chunk play, that is what they're going to, is the middle screen. They were able to get a touchdown off of it one time. Another time, Barry, if you remember, it was about 3rd and 18.
Yep.
They were able to pop that and get a first down. And right there, they needed to make it 3rd and manageable through that screen, and now they have a 3rd and 5.
Sweat has 2 touchdown catches already. 3rd and 5. Aggies on the Sparkman 20-yard line, down by 18 points. Fourth quarter, hands off. No, he's got an option. Rolls right side, pits the Sweat, stops, cuts. 15. They stand him up at the 14. It is enough for another Aggie first down.
Keith, I think you could have given that one to Parker. Looked like there was a hole wide open down the middle. CJ pulled it, got the pitch to the outside, still moved the chains. But that just lets me know that CJ's doing a really good job. So is the offensive line, because 2 of the 3 options would have worked.
Yeah, CJ's getting really comfortable running the option. You know, and sometimes they play it really good and they cover everybody, but several times, I'd say probably 65, 70% of the time, they're leaving somebody. CJ makes the right read, it's there.
First down on the Sparkman 14-yard line, down by 18. Aggies driving, 10:38 left. In motion, Sweat. They get the G-man up the middle, avoids one man, runs over a man. They're going to drive him backwards. Progress to the 11, so a gain of about 3 yards.
And good job there. Great read. Defensive end came down, was looking at CJ eyeball to eyeball, hands off to the G-man. Once again, offensive line getting a great push, getting the Sparkman defenders going backwards. They're able to stay north and south. G-man gets about 3 yards.
Second down and 7 on the Sparkman 11-yard line. Got to score and got to probably try an onside kick. You're down by 18, only 10 minutes left on the 11-yard line. CJ hands up to G-man up the middle. 5, 4, 3, touchdown Albertville.
Great read. The defensive end crashes down. CJ gives it off, and in a great block by Battles and Beck and Hampton here on the right-hand side. And when G-man got in there, Keith, I think they were blitzing a linebacker, because once G-man broke the line of scrimmage, there was nobody between him and the end zone.
Well, and I think several times, John, that right there, especially in short yardage situations, 4th down, CJ's pulled that and got outside and pitched it. Right there, I think they were keying on that pitch, and he just handed it off G-man, and like you said, linebacker vacated the area, and he ran right up the middle, broke a couple of tackles, able to get in the end zone.
For the point after Johns, the snap. It's down, almost blocked again, barely through. It is good. Let's take a timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 9:53 left. It's 38-27. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5. Welcome back. Big drive for the Aggies to stay in this game. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford and Albertville scoring update.
Yeah, after stopping Sparkman after that interception, the Aggies got the ball at their own 20-yard line. 14 plays, 80 yards with Hugh Gensley-Surratt going in from 11 yards out the G-man. Extra point up and good. Sparkman hasn't been able to run away from the Aggies all night long. They still lead, however, 38-27.
Man, that was a big drive. And how about the offensive line, Chris? There was a huge hole right up the middle.
Yeah, and you got to look at some stats right here for a second. G-man, 15 carries, 54 yards. Colin Parker, 19 carries, 57 yards.
So overall, between them and Zuniga, we've got over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
And then CJ got. He's had a couple of good runs.
5 carries, 37.
Johns the kick. Let's see if he kicks it right or left or down the middle again. Let's see the kick. Onside kick. It's bouncing around. Diving out. Goes out of bounds, and that was close. There was an Aggie man there. Almost got it.
Hey, Barry, little kind of updates going along in the region. James Clemens is over Huntsville 31-14. Austin all over Sparkman 34-6. Geraldine over Sylvania 64-21 in the 4th quarter right now.
Wow.
Scottsboro over Douglas 54-14. We got Arab over Brewer 31-13. And was trying to see if there's any more. Oh, Bob Jones beating Grissom 42-0 right now. Gunnersville over Sardis 49-12.
You said the Geraldine score again?
63 to not a lot.
Geraldine?
Yeah, 5's beating Asbury 54-6. 63.
Wow. 49-yard line. Nayland turns, hands off left side, bounces, tried to cut back, does. 45-42, going to bring it down from behind. Nice job that time of Peyton Jones. It's a good run, though, a gain of about 6. You've got to stop him on this one. You cannot allow too many first downs, if any at all, but now you're looking at 2nd and short.
It looked like that was just kind of student body left, wasn't it, Barry? We're just all going to block to the left and let the big-time running back Lawson get behind everybody, and he did, and they just kind of rolled the Aggies left side, or the right side of the Aggies defense back, was able to gain about 7 yards.
Hey, looking at Lawson's yards, guys, 11 carries, 145.
And his good running back. He's had a couple of touchdown runs and a 2-point conversion. 2nd and 3, Sparkman on our 42-yard line, 9-10 to go in the game. Nayland turns, hands off, first man through, first down. Jumps over a man, 40, 35, 33-yard line, straight up the middle. I'd say our defensive line's a little bit tired also.
Yeah, well, you know, some of those guys guys on the defensive front also play the offensive front, right,
Yeah.
Barry? And you can't tell me that during that time that Coach Morrison, he had gathered his offensive group together before they came out. Guys, it's 38-27. We've got to put some points in the end zone. Probably challenge his offense right now. And after that onside kick that went out of bounds to give them favorable field position, 2 plays, and they're already halfway, covered half the distance to the end zone.
33-yard line, first down, 8:35 to go in the game. Sparkman up by 11. Nayland hands off, first man through again. Got a hold, 30, 25 cuts, 15 to the 10. Dez will wrap him up with help inside the 10. It looks like they're just running right up the middle right now, and they're blowing some huge holes up in the middle of our defensive line.
Keith, I don't think there's anything kind of fancy about that. They're just behind a 265, 270, 300 interior offensive line, and they're just mowing us back.
Quick snap, quarterback drops it, picks it up, rolls the left side with his speed. He will walk into the end zone. That is talent there. He dropped the snap, it bounced, picked it up, still had time to run around the end and score.
Keith, you want to go ahead and say it? You've talked about the athleticism of that quarterback all night long.
Well, just God-given speed, man. Speed, and he's got a great burst. Busted play, and I don't blame the corner. The corner thought he had a shot at getting the ball. Quarterback picks it up and absolutely like a lightning bolt going around the edge and able to get a touchdown. There's a flag on the play, guys.
Did it happen after the play?
Yeah, it might be a celebration.
Could be. So with that touchdown, that pretty much makes it, that's tough. Now you're down by 17, 44-27. 8:13 to go in the game. Next week, Sparkman at home against Huntsville, and we'll be on the road at Austin.
Looks like they're coming to talk to Coach Weingarten, which probably means it's a post-possession foul, so you can either, looks like we're going to take it on the kickoff.
So you're right, maybe a celebration penalty there. So it's 44-27. Sparkman just added a touchdown after the Aggie big touchdown drive. So the momentum had shifted a little bit. It's right back over with Sparkman again. Sparkman can score some points. Defense shaky. I can see why they're 0-3. They got a lot of penalties, but they can put the points up.
They got a really good run game, guys.
Yeah, they do.
I think one of the young man that got hurt earlier that had the leg injury.
Right.
I think he's one of their really good running backs too. He played some linebacker also, but they can run the ball really good.
Now for the point after. So 8:13 remaining in the game. Snap, it's down, and kick a line drive. Barely got it through. That's good. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 8:13 to go in the game. It's 45-27. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Mid-fourth.
Well, the Aggies, they had to go for the onside kick. Unfortunately, they didn't get it, but it gave Sparkman good field position. We couldn't stop the running game.
Looks like that penalty was a personal foul
Sure
against
was.
Albertville.
And here's the kick. The kicker falls. He is down. And here comes the return. 25-30 to the 35-yard line. He tripped over the tee. I don't know what happened. Now that kicker had a tough time. Now he's tackled. Now he pushed.
There's going to be a flag on
there
the kicker.
There you go. Kicker, he fell down, tripped over the tee. Then he may make the tackle. Then he shoves one of the Aggies down. That's just like a trifecta of what could go wrong.
Well, here's the thing. The kicker wanted to get up there. Unfortunately for him, he didn't see Mason Froelich. Mason Froelich wore him out. The kicker didn't like getting worn out. And so when Mason gets up, the kicker in front of the entire zebra convention that was coming in to spot the ball just pushes Mason Froelich in the back of the helmet. And there's laundry all over the place. And the Marshall County Sheriffs are happy, Barry.
Man. Clean up on aisle 4. We've got flags all over the place. I'm trying to watch the replay of the kicker. I don't know what happened as he went past. He hit the ball, but I think he kicked the ground or something, and he fell down.
Lucy pulled the ball. Remember she did that to Charlie Brown all the time.
I know one thing. Froelich just worked him like a rented mule right there when he was blocking.
Then the kicker gets called for you don't see many kickers get called for a personal foul.
That's true.
Yeah, you just don't see that. That's good. I give him the game ball.
That's their 12th penalty too, by the way.
Looks like Christian Ramirez just cannot fight through this cramp, guys. He went out there for a little while, and now they've had to pull him out again.
And I love Christian. He's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Man, he's a fighter. Aggie ball, though, on the 46-yard line. CJ pitch right side. Ball is loose, bounces back up. Sweat makes the catch basically, but they're going to bring it back to the 50-yard line. A loss of 3. CJ the pitch. Sweat lost it, was able to, luckily, it bounced right back into his hands, and he ends up losing 3 yards.
Well, the unfortunate thing, Barry, against this crew, that pitch has got to be perfect, because you saw whenever that ball got bobbled, hit the ground, by the time he looked down to find the ball and picked it up, 3 white jerseys already immediately converging on him.
7:35 left. It's 45-27. Sparkman scores, and they still lead. Back to pass. CJ looks right side. Nobody. He wanted to go to Sweat. He's covered. He throws it anyway. Tipped, almost picked off. There's a flag. That may be pass interference, but you know that play has worked the first few times, but that time they were waiting on it.
May have an illegal man downfield.
Could
because
be.
when he double clutched that ball,
that's what it was.
Yeah, you got an ineligible player downfield. He's got to throw that ball behind the line of scrimmage, but when he double clutched it, Keith, and he had to run back to buy some time, those offensive linemen, which is not their fault, they're told to release, just too far downfield.
Yeah, in your linemen, that's not, I mean, one of them got called for being downfield, but it's really not their fault. That ball's got to come out somewhere. They practice that. They're getting downfield. They're getting to the second level. That ball's got to come out or it messes everything up.
Yeah, 3rd down and 14 now. He's got to find a different receiver. They're keying on Brant Sweat. Wherever he goes now, he's almost double teamed. CJ back to pass. Steps up, looks, throws it. There's Sweat again, but he's got it. 33-yard line, double team or not. He got open, makes the catch to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great run. CJ get under pressure, waiting for Sweat to kind of run what would be like a flag route, coming down in between the numbers and the hash marks, then breaks it outside. CJ with a beautifully thrown ball, Sweat able to pull it in. Barry, you're right. They were keying on Sweat, but just a great pitch and catch.
Hey, guys,
how many catches, Chris?
Yeah, Sweat, guys, 6 receptions, 129.
What about CJ's numbers tonight?
CJ, let me add them up a minute.
All right, we'll give you a minute. That was a great pass. That was a great pass to Sweat. First down, CJ under center. Fakes a handoff. There's a mix-up in the backfield. He turned around. Everybody was gone, and he's sacked. There's a flag coming down, too, a late flag. He loses 6 yards. I don't know what happened. He turned to hand it off, and the 2 backs went out for a pass.
Well, Keith, I think he thought the option was coming to the right, and the running backs all went to the left, and the blocking back went. So his initial part of that option wasn't there, and then the offensive line just kind of, I mean, it happens. I mean, you're not supposed to hold your blocks long.
Face mask on Sparkman, okay?
Well, we just got bailed out on that one.
We did.
Yeah.
So they're going to mark it off. So instead of a loss of about 6 on the sack, they're going to mark it off. So 6:44 remaining in the game. 45-27. Sparkman on top. Aggies driving again on the Sparkman 29-yard line. CJ turns, hands off. G-Man hits the line. They stack him up. There's a massive humanity there. Bodies all over the place. 3-4. And Christian, unfortunately, he's on the bottom of the pile again. He's giving it everything he's got.
He's a gutsy young kid.
He is.
I mean, he just keeps battling. Looks like he may even have a compression sock on trying to fight through this thing.
All right, guys, looking at Zuniga's number 7 of 15, 132.
He's thrown the deep ball well tonight on target. And has a gain of 1, by the way, on the last run. So it's 2nd down and 4 on about the 28-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the game. The gift, Parker up the middle, breaks free, 20, dragging a tackler. And you're right, Chris, he is stronger than he looks. He drug a man to the 17-yard line. Colin Parker, another good game.
5'7", 165-pound senior. But Keith, he plays a lot bigger than 5'7", 165.
Yeah, he's got to be just a huge weight room guy. He's built like a weight room guy. He looks really, really strong.
The second timeout, heat timeout, brought to you by Weddings, Pageants, and Proms. 5:55 left. Aggies down 45-27. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime.
It's a big region game. All right, 1st and 10, Albertville, 21-yard line. CJ hands up to Parker. Good run up the middle. They're going to stand him up around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
You know, and people listening to the broadcast, maybe people in the stands, like, why are you running the ball? Why are you doing this? Guys, you're down by what? 45-27, right?
Points,
yeah.
right?
But here's the thing. You are teaching this offense to these guys, these kids, right?
Yeah.
And they right now, they started at their own 40 or at the 46-yard line. They're now inside the 20 running this offense. Guys, this is a good team that's doing some good things right now.
2nd down and 6, CJ under center. CJ hands up to G-Man. He is hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard if he's lucky. Well, he's taking a pounding, picks up maybe a yard, 3rd down and about 6, we'll call it.
Mary, you're right. G-Man delivers the pounding, but I think tonight against Sparkman, he's been getting it. Be a lot of kids from Albertville and Sparkman, I think, in the ice bath tonight and tomorrow.
Next week on the road to Austin, so big region game.
That's where we're up on top of the press box, remember?
Oh, well, at least the weather looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not supposed to rain till like December, right? According to the weatherman.
3rd down and 6 on the 17. 4:37 remaining in the game. One man right side, that's Kobe Watson, hands off to Sweat, reverse.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Gibson throws it. CJ is there. Oh, he was kicked. He was wide open, and he was overthrown, incomplete.
Man, if he was an inch and a half taller, that's a touchdown.
Man, that was a well-run play. Parker Gibson on that little reverse found CJ wide open at the 5-yard line, and it bounces off his fingertips. Just overthrown.
Well, and what a great play. You line up Parker Gibson out there as a wide receiver who's also your backup quarterback. You hand the ball going wide, who then pitches it, and it looks like a reverse. But then you've got Parker Gibson, the quarterback. I think he was trying to kind of avoid a defender, didn't get his feet set, and the ball sailed on him just a hair.
All right, 4th down and 6 to keep the drive alive. We got to have something here. 4:26 left. CJ drops back, looks, throws to the middle. It bounces again, and intercepted. Then he is tackled at the 7-yard line.
Man.
Wow, he bobbled it and caught it, and one of the Aggie linemen, I couldn't say who it was.
Kellen Hampton.
Yeah. Running into a brick wall.
Yeah. Man, he hit him so hard his airbag come out.
What do they
he
call
just
that?
fell straight back.
What is it? Kind of like a DDT, wasn't it? The way he got him, just kind of power slammed him.
I'm looking for Jim Ross to start hollering slobber knocker. That was a shot.
So unfortunately, the Aggies turned it over with an interception, and there was nobody open. He just had to force that one, trying to hit Sweat over the middle. But again, the Aggies offense, probably the most offense we've had yardage-wise in quite a few games, Chris.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree, especially running the football and passing it.
Sparkman has some of their backups in now. The snap to the quarterback, hands up right up the middle. Oh, my goodness, this backup is gone. 30, 35, 40. He's going to be caught from behind. Cooper Scott shoves him at the 40-yard line. He rolls about 3 times down the field, and the ball came loose, but he was already down when the ball came loose. That's one way to tackle him.
Well, you're exactly right. I don't know if Cooper saw that Dez was coming over the top as well to make that tackle. But, Barry, sometimes when you put the backups in, A, they're trying to make their name in front of their coaches, but B, the other part of that is they're fresh. And that looked like a fresh running back.
Yeah. They're going to mark him on the 38-yard line. That's where he first bounced. Then he bounced the old tuck and roll. Williams, the new quarterback, in first hand on the Aggie 38-yard line. Williams turns, hands off up the middle. There he goes again. He is hit hard and not backwards. Froelich again. There's a late flag coming in. That was a late flag. It's going to be a short game. Let's see what the flag is. Another Marshall County Sheriff penalty flag.
I think you may have a hold on that. One of the offensive linemen kind of drove Maddox back. Maddox back coming in from his defender position, got upfield. One of the linemen held him, and then not only held him, Barry, but just kind of drove him shoulder first down in the turf. Maddox back comes out, goes under the tent.
Don't see any new Aggies out there right now. So they back it up to the 48-yard line. First down, Sparkman up 45-27 with 3:21 left. Williams hands off up the middle again. 45, 44, 43 going down. Amani Techeria makes the tackle. Really the first time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah. Been kind of absent.
Yeah.
He's really had a hard time because their offensive line has done such a good job getting to that second level. And Armani's only a 10th grader.
Yeah.
He's a little bit light to be playing in the middle of the defense like that. He'll get bigger, he'll get stronger, and get a lot better.
Second down at about 15, letting the clock wind down. 2:49 left. Williams, the quarterback. Marbury, the new tailback behind him. Second and long. Williams looks, throws, lefty throws it right side. Got his man complete. 45, hit a couple of Aggies. Hendricks, one of the first ones. Who was the other one? Somebody just stood him up and put him down. Who was the other Aggie? Was that
Dez? I think.
Dez?
Yeah.
Hey, Dez has really played some really good football the last couple of weeks.
Yes, he has.
Between returning kicks, and now he's been forced to really play some secondary with the injury to Orr last week.
Well, not only that, they put him out there on an island a lot of times too, and he's made a lot of plays in man-to-man and just single coverage out there.
All right, third down at 11, clock down to 2:09, 45-27. Third down at 11, quarterback's got an option, rolling right side. He's going to step out of bounds. That's not what the coach wanted him to do, but he did. And it's going to be a gain of a yard. It'll be fourth down and 10 coming up. Clock stopped, 1:58 left.
Wouldn't surprise me here, like you said, Coach Watson surely didn't want him to run out of bounds and stop the clock with 1:58 to go, but Coach Watson's not going to kick. I would imagine you're going to see just another run. If you break it, you break it, and your Albertville defense has got to stand up. They're getting a lot of young players in there as well, but it looks like Coach is going to go for it on fourth down.
Yep, fourth down and 10, 3 men wide left side, 2 to the right. Game clock at 1:58, play clock at 8.
I bet they're taking a delay game.
I'm not sure the thinking here because the clock wasn't running.
Timeout.
I think Coach Watson across the way called a timeout because he's got some young players in there, Coach, and they're a little discombobulated there.
All right, coming up after the game, the high school football scoreboard. For us, next week on the road, we're going to be traveling to Austin. Then it's another away game, other than the open week is following that. And as far as we know, the last I'd heard, after the open week, there's a chance we may get Talik Saint back, who's been injured since summertime. I'm not sure the latest update on him, but he was working to maybe come back after the open week. I'm not sure what the latest is on him.
Yeah, so the last I had heard was there's a possibility that he could be coming in later in the season. We'll just have to see. And let the, once again, let the training staff and the doctors make that evaluation. But he was definitely a player, talking about catching lightning in a bottle, that could help us. And Barry, you got to think about it too, with Orr going down, and then we've had Brian Ferdinand kid that got hurt, and the Orr kid got hurt.
Is not playing tonight. So really, you're playing without 3 of your starters not out there tonight, and he's still very competitive. Back to pass Williams. He's going to throw it down the middle. There's a man there, well overthrown. Good coverage in there by Prater. So the Aggies will take over with one last drive coming up with 1:52 left.
Good job there. Prater, as you said, in the hip pocket of the wide receiver, and actually had inside position on him, Keith. I don't think the wide receiver ever saw the pass. Good job there.
Yeah, he didn't know where that ball was. Guys, going back talking about Talik, if you'll remember last year against the Senators when he had his breakout game, scored 3 times over there and made that a lot closer game than it was or would have been. Talik's a heck of a ball player, very athletic, very skilled, and has really good vision. He was one of those guys that we kind of had pegged to maybe really touch the ball a lot. And then, to get the news in summertime that he went down and got injured, that one was a heartbreaker.
You put him in there with Brant Sweat as the go-to receiver. Then you got Kobe Watson. It gives you a really good group of receivers. Takes some pressure off Sweat also as being the go-to receiver. Back to the action. CJ rolling right side. Throws sidearm. Kobe was there. He's trying to stop and catch. It's on a bit behind him. Got his feet tangled. Incomplete.
Yeah, CJ throws that out here toward the boundary a little bit more. Watson's going to run into it. It kind of got behind him. He was trying to turn his body on what you would call it. It wasn't a for real back shoulder throw, Barry. It was just kind of thrown a little bit late. Couldn't haul it in here at the numbers.
So 1:47 left. It's 45-27. Sparkman leads. Aggies with the ball. They're on the 37-yard line. Sparkman with a win will pick up their first region win. They're going to be home against Huntsville next week.
Be their first region win and their first regular win.
CJ back to pass. As time throws it down the right side, got a man, Sweat, it hit the defender in the head. If he'd thrown it about 2 yards further downfield, Sweat could have had his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Are you telling me that was a headsy play, Barry?
It was. Hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah, the defender had no idea the pass was coming in until it bounced off of his helmet.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Clock stopped, 1:41 left. Watching the replay, and the defender wanted pass interference when the ball hit you in the back of the head, buddy.
Barry, but talk about the spirit of the Aggies. I mean, the stands have been full.
Yes.
And a lot of energy, Keith. I know you can feel that down on the field. That's what Albertville football's about.
CJ back to pass, looks right side, throws to the middle. Kobe's got it. Kobe will not. Yes, he will break free, still moving. Upfield, good try by Kobe. He's going to be well short of the 1st down, but picks up about 5. So now you're looking at the 4th and 5.
He just did a good job of getting back there where the linebackers are, settling down. CJ hit him with the pass, made a couple of guys miss, but able to gain about 4 or 5 yards and make this a manageable 4th down.
He's a guy that's been underutilized in this game.
Yeah.
We've got to get the ball in his hands more. He's the tallest receiver we have.
4th down and 5, clock running, 1:05 to go in the game. To keep the drive alive, need 5 yards. CJ rolls right side, looks, Sweats open downfield, throws, got him. Beautiful pass, 42-yard line. How about that pass play?
Keith, you probably heard me saying, there he is, because he was an inside receiver. He ran kind of a deep flare route, got behind the linebackers in front of the secondary, and CJ just put it absolutely in the spot and let him run underneath it.
CJ throws a really good ball when he sets his feet.
Yeah.
And he gets happy feet sometimes and tries to throw off balance, but when he sets his feet, and he throws a really good ball.
1st down, Colin Parker back in on the Sparkman 42-yard line. CJ rolls left side, pressure's coming. They got him back at the 44. He wanted to stop and look at downfield. Sweat was covered, had nobody open.
You know who CJ Zuniga reminds me of? It just dawned on me that, obviously not because of this loss on this play, but you said it a few moments ago, the pass that he's thrown, the option that he's been able to run tonight, the command that he has of the offense. Do y'all know who Diego Palva is?
Yes.
He's the quarterback for Vanderbilt that runs kind of this similar offense, and to me...
Yeah, just rub it in. They beat Bama.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, yeah, John.
Well,
thanks.
He beat Auburn, too.
Yeah, but when you think about Diego Palva being able to run that option and to be able to have passes like that, I think C.J. Zuniga, just like that Palva kid kind of grew into the offense at Vanderbilt, I think you're seeing C.J. grow up in this offense. And, yes, he got sacked right there. But, guys, on the play before, he had to be able to move the chains and laid a perfect pass out there and let his wide receiver run under it to move the chains.
Aggies have called a timeout is why we're with 49 seconds left.
No, we're giving you a hard time there, John, but you nailed it. And we run a similar offense to what Vanderbilt's running right now. They run a lot of option. They motion guys out of the backfield. They run a lot of H-back stuff. So, yeah, the comparison is definitely there. Man, I wish if CJ, and, obviously he can't help this, but if CJ was about 6'3", CJ would be getting some looks. CJ's got a good, lively arm.
2nd down and long, 44-yard line. CJ drops back, looks, throws it deep right side. Kobe Watson's there. Nope, intercepted. Do it short. Here's a return, 30 to the 40 to the 45. And he breaks away from another man, finally going down at the 43-yard line. So C.J. had Kobe Watson downfield, but underthrew him and intercepted.
Well, and it was a go route, and Kobe Watson had beat the defensive back, Keith, a lot right between the numbers and the sidelines, but the safety was just playing deep center field, followed the eyes, trolled across, and was able to step in front of that pass.
So Sparkman will take over, probably snap at one time, 34 seconds left. With a 45-27 lead, that's probably where it's going to stand. They led at the half, 32-20. Aggies took the opening drive, had a drive going, but that was the drive of the game. That could have flipped the game around completely, but Sparkman stopped them. And unfortunately, the Aggies had to turn it over on downs, and Sparkman got a quick touchdown, and they've never looked back.
Thought they might go to a knee, Barry, but they ran a new player out there, so they may end up, no, they're going to go to a knee.
Quarterback takes a knee. And the teams will come out and shake hands. We'll get some stats for you in a moment, get some mail word or two from Coach Weingarten. I know you lose again. That's 32 losses in a row. But the team is getting better and better each week. I mean, you put up 27 points against your regional opponent. and that's something to be proud of. Your defense had a tough time tonight. Special teams had a tough time, but the offense, I think, did their job tonight.
Well, the offense did their job, but I hope what doesn't get missed, Barry, if you think about it, twice inside the 5-yard line, the Aggies defense able to turn Sparkman away with no points at all.
Yeah.
So I hope that when they're in the defensive film room and they look at that they get the kudos that they deserve from the defensive coaches, because they were not going to quit. And I think that the Aggies have earned the respect. You see a lot of the Sparkman players hugging the Aggie players. I think that because a lot of these guys have played against the Aggies for 2 or 3 years, Barry, and I think they know that they were up against a formidable foe, that they were up against a much better football team, and are giving the Aggies the respect that they rightly deserve.
Yeah. Offensively, Chris, some of the best numbers we've had this year.
Oh, it is, guys, and they're across the board. They're even across the board. 50 rushes, 164 yards, 9 of 20, 153 yards passing, 317 total for the offense tonight. Guys, Brant Sweat, I had a record night tonight. 7 receptions, 143. Rushing-wise, Colin Parker, 21 carries, 68 yards. G-Man, 17 carries, 55 yards. Zuniga wound up with 6 carries for 24. So, you know, and guys, the penalties, we still have some penalties to work on, those false start penalties. But all in all, guys, penalty-wise, we're kind of narrowing that stuff down.
It's getting
better, yeah.
It's getting better. And I'll say that the running game for Sparkman didn't really beat us. It was the quarterback with the receivers getting behind our secondary, which is a banged-up secondary because Orr wasn't playing. We had to put a couple of new guys back there. So, I mean, it's a young secondary, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, Lawson wound up with 13 carries, 179.
Wow, you know, he was, what did he say, 100 coming into this game averaging 103, so he got well above that average tonight.
They were evenly matched yardage-wise, 188 rushing, 182 passing. So,
and you know what's funny coming into this game, Gene? They averaged 142 yards passing and 144 yards rushing. So that should tell you about what the stats that you said in the season. That their coaches are, I think they're cognizant of wanting to be very balanced.
Yeah.
Well, and guys, so by the numbers there, Chris, they maybe had, what, 15, 20 more offensive yards than we did, something like that?
Yeah, they had 317. We had 317.
Yeah.
They had 370.
I mean, when's the last time we had 317 yards offense?
I know.
I passed Mr. Hudgens. I still have to call him Coach Hudgens just a minute ago, and all he said was brick by brick, man. We're getting better every game. You know, it took about 6 years for us to get to where we're at right now, you know, and you know, and with the losses and all that, and just kind of where we're at, where the program was when Coach Weingarten took over. We can't turn it around overnight, but I tell you what, we're making some pretty good strides.
Coach Weingarten, the team now heading to the locker room. You may have to chase him down, Keith. Looks like they're going to go straight to the locker room as he makes his way over to Keith. And we'll get a couple of words from Coach Weingarten here. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, here with Coach. Coach, I passed Mr. Hudgens a second ago, and all he said was brick by brick. And the guys are playing better and better every week. You know, you take 5, 6, 7 plays, explosive plays away from that game, that's a really tight ball game.
Well, I mean, we can't give up. We gave up way too many big plays on defense. We can't turn over 4 times and expect to have a chance to win. So, I mean, that's really the tale of the tape. I mean, I do agree. I think we're playing better, but that's hard for young people, you know, to accept that. So, you know, I think I'll have to go back and look at the tape and give it an honest evaluation of effort and all that kind of stuff. But their execution wasn't good enough to give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, you're exactly right. We had, I think, Chris totaled up 317 total yards. Like you said, you know, we get in situations where we look really good and then we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. Young guys are going to do that, and guys, you know, have kind of been conditioned, you know, to make mistakes. And I think we're doing a good job turning it around. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Well, you know, when we get a chance to make plays, we got to have the confidence to go and do it, you know, and so we'll get there in time. But love our players. You know, the harsh reality is we are where we are, and we're trying to build, but they don't take away the fact how much we love them and care for them.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Aggies.
All right, good job, Keith. Appreciate it. We'll see you up in the booth in a few minutes.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations. covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from Coach's films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like air fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.